They watch, they hate, then they copy.
I ain't tryna guess you, stress you, or finesse you. PettyRed just wanna bless you. See what's really in your mental. Not the armor or the mask that you wrestle, but that inner voice that whispers when it's gentle. Got my ears wide, heart open, no shade, so focused. No judgment in this room, you can express your pain. Tell me what it's like to carry all that weight. Be the rock, the leader, but still feel the strain. Talk to me, king, I ain't here to fix, just here to stop, soaking every bit. You ain't gotta rhyme it or keep it slick. I'm listening deep, I wanna hear what makes you tick. Blueprint to a man's thoughts starts by listening. Let him speak truth, no fear, no imprisoning. Open space, real talk, red, just vibing here. Trying to know the heart that beats beneath the man's skin. Yeah, I just wanna know your mind. Every corner, every climb. You ain't gotta hide behind, just let it go, take your time. Tell me about your fears and flaws, your hopes and desires. Did your past teach you silence or teach you to clutch? What do you dream when the world ain't tough? What do you need when strong ain't enough? Where's the joy that you bury in the grind? What fears dance in the back of your mind? Who taught you love? Who taught you war? What's the wound you still trying to ignore? You ain't soft for expressing what's inside. That's king energy, that's real pride. PettyRed ain't scared of your tears or your cries. I'm here to witness, not just ride. Blueprint to a man's thoughts starts by listening, not by pushing, pressing or conditioning. The space sacred, this bond glistening. Truth in your tone, I find strength in it. Yeah, I just wanna know your soul, not just what you control. This ain't no casual stroll, I'm here for the truth, yeah, the whole truth. No interruptions, no should've said. Just say it raw, say it how it's in your head. You ain't gotta bleed, just speak your mind. I hold the story, every word you said. So when you ready, I'm still here. A woman with ears that don't just hear. I build temples with your truth, cause knowing you, that's the proof. Blueprint to a man's thoughts starts by listening.
Welcome to Red Lipstick Vibes, where the vibes are always positive. Now, child, listen, there's a little disclaimer, okay? All views and opinions are not the views of the host. This is a space for all to share their views respectfully and on topic, baby. If you are triggered or bothered by someone's opinions or thoughts, address them directly. Do not come for me, child. There is no censorship here unless you are targeting someone personally with the intent of being messy and rude. Let me be clear. We are here to understand all thoughts, views, and address the topics or questions that are being asked. I want to keep the conversation going to gain understanding from all men and women, respectfully. Now, let's start the show, baby.
Yeah.
Why y'all ain't tell me I was on mute?
Welcome to Realistic Vibes, where the vibe is always positive. Why y'all never tell me that I be on mute? Oh my God. Well, anyway, let's introduce the guests, okay? My co-host, Brother He Said, is in the house.
Salute, salute, salute. What up, sis? What you say in the beginning? I ain't hear you.
I was talking trash too.
I know that's right. You do your thing, God dog it. Watch out now.
Next we have Severe from Smoke and Talk.
Salute, salute, salute.
Peace to the panel. What up, sis? What up, bros?
Then we have my dear brother and my day one. Uncle Ricky's in the house.
Good evening, you polite savages.
What's the deal?
I love Tip. They so funny. I love their videos. And then we have one of my untouchable brothers, Nino Black, is in the house. And then we have our dear brother I've come to admire, Mr. Conrad from the Real Talk podcast.
Salute, Nino. Salute, Conrad.
Salute, Conrad.
Salute, everybody. Does that sound better?
Yep, you sound good.
Excellent, good sir. Excellent.
Perfect.
So what I was saying earlier.
Let's go.
Tonight, we are going to put the men on the hot seat tonight. Y'all see the thumbnail. You know, they've been acting up in these streets, right? Obama acting up. Umar's acting up. Mr. Organic's acting up. Oh, my goodness. Just men in general just acting up, you know? See, but you see those guys on the thumbnail. I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to take the route that everybody else is taking about the situation. I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to switch it up to the point I'm going to put the men on the hot seat. Mm-hmm. So this is going to be fun.
Why are you looking like Dr. Evil, though?
Because I saw something. Mm-hmm. I saw something. So we need to close the doors because I'm going to get ready to torture you guys. Y'all ready?
I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors.
I got 911 on standby.
Rent is due.
Yeah. And I'm in
Canada. I'm good.
I'm gonna blink twice if I need y'all, chat.
So let's not forget the goals for tonight. Tonight's goals is 10 memberships. 10 memberships only $2.99, you know, and $150 towards the paper towel fund in Red Lipstick Vibes, either Cashapp or PayPal. Okay, make sure you guys support the show. And my son got something to say. He want to remind you guys.
Don't forget to support the Paper Towel Fund on Cashapp, Red Lipstick Vibes.
Okay, all right. So guys, y'all ready?
Yep.
Allegedly.
I like that one. I like that right there. Allegedly.
I saw something. So, we got somebody in the back. I don't see anything. Somebody just popped up. Oh, don't see it. Oh, he must not connected. Well, I saw something. So now I want y'all to see something. Okay. So you guys, y'all like the Pop the Balloon show?
Yeah.
You like the Pop the Balloon?
No, I do not. But anyway. Why would I? Why do you like them?
I find it entertaining. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I find it entertaining. Oh, look who's back. Black TV
I'm
is
here.
What's
going on?
Whoa.
Black said I'm here so I don't get fined. God
Don't
damn.
get
Let's go, Black.
I told her I was gonna be late.
We just started, you know.
You said what?
We just started. You good? You good? You okay?
I'm all right. I'm
You
all right.
sure? Okay. All
I
right.
gotta adjust my camera. What the hell?
Okay, no. So I saw something. So I saw something on the phone because we know we always see the ladies always say something weird to the men. You know, you're not tall enough. You're not this enough. So there's a comedian that I follow. So he did his little rendition of what he would say to some of these pop the balloon ladies. Here we go.
I popped my balloon because she got too much ass. I know her butt stank.
I drive a Mazda.
I only like Nissan Altima Coochie. She look like she can't walk and chew bubble gum. She look like her new ass is her old stomach. That sundress look like she fried chicken in it. Her big toe hanging out her heel scraping the ground. I do not like that. She look like she cook eggs first. She look like her panties cover her whole ass, and that's just childish. She look like she used to wear heels to school on her birthday. She look like she'll leave me quicker than my daddy did. Her BBL got her built like a damn guitar. That one piece look like a damn wrestling suit. She look like she be out her slamming her coochie on concrete like a bag of ice. She missing a nail on her pinky toe. That ass don't turn booty shorts into panties.
So fellas, on the pop the balloon,
That was actually.
what would be one of the comments that you would make to some of the ladies when they, try to come at the men? What would be your response to some of this stuff that they say?
Well, to me, depend on probably how they built. Probably built like a sack of potatoes to a sack of laundry.
Oh my God. Nobody else? What would you say? Nobody.
Oh, I got plenty. I'm just.
I'm waiting.
I'll pop the balloon if I see the separation of the wig in your scalp. Like if I can see that, I'm popping the balloon.
Oh my God.
Or if that part too wide, you know what it is.
Yeah, your wig on crooked, I'm popping the balloon.
I cannot.
If you looking like an ant from Bug's Life, I'm popping the balloon.
Oh, you got a lot.
Lace front and your forehead at 2 different shades of skin.
If your makeup is runny like Heath Ledger's Joker, I'm popping the balloon.
Nah, she come up there looking like Clayface from Batman the animated series. We gotta pop that balloon.
If she comes out and smell like B.O., I'm popping the balloon. That means
if your toes overlap your open-toed shoes, your balloon should be popped.
If her feet is hanging on for dear life on her heels, I'm popping a balloon.
I
If
cannot.
her outfit looks like it costs $15, I'm popping a balloon.
Back of her heel looks like the Arabian desert. We have to pop
if
that.
the back
balloon.
of her heel is a different color than the front of her foot, I'm popping a balloon.
If her knees look
the
like
meat
they don't
behind her
separate.
knee, like the back part of her leg, I'm popping a balloon.
If the back of her neck look like a trail park, I'm popping my balloon.
Wait, what?
If she got that Uncle Fester, hump in her back, yeah, no, that's a pop right there.
Oh my God. Okay. That's enough, Black.
She got stretch marks on top of her titties, I'm popping a balloon.
What?
If you can see a stretch marks through her outfit.
Yeah.
If her nails look like her son put them on, that's popping the balloon.
Dang.
If she got tattoos that look like it came from out of a jail, I'm popping a balloon.
She was on vacation.
I can do this all day. I mean,
I see. All right, guys. So tonight he's putting the men on a hot seat. So we're going to play flip it and reverse it. So the ladies have been complaining about you guys. Mm-hmm.
When have they not?
Y'all always talking about what they don't do and what they do and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna flip it and reverse it. Flip it and reverse it.
She said doodle.
She said doo-doo.
I did. Y'all stop now. Stop.
About what we do.
Damn.
What y'all do, what y'all don't do. Stop. Okay. So I put together a clip. So this is how the clip is going to play. It's going to play what men say about the women, and then the clip is going to say what the men do. And this is where we're going to have fun. Okay. So here is the first one. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Men say no wigs, no weave, but you won't believe what the men are doing now. I saw something. So now I want y'all to see something.
You say you like your bitches natural, right? Voila, nigga. Where we going? I'm hungry.
Yes, we do like the natural look, but we were thinking about this. Maybe this. Definitely this. Or something like this. However, we weren't thinking about this. Or this. Definitely not this. And not this.
To the same.
How would they know?
Alright, this how it all begins. She put the wig on, put glue on my cap. I was very confused with that. And then put glue on my forehead. I was very confusing. And then a black tape. What? And then I started looking like this. Nah, I get it. B2K.
That is wrong. That is wrong.
Uh-huh.
On all type of levels. That like
no,
like
but
the light
talk
from the
about the
sun
ladies'
should
wigs
just
and weaves and stuff.
right on it. And
Lord Jesus.
Wait,
So-
wait a minute. My question is, what make you think that we think that this is some acceptable shit? We don't rock with this shit.
I'm glad you said that, but Uncle Ricky. So here is the reason why.
Stop putting your insecurities off on her.
I mean, you know that
Damn.
Now in the YouTube streets, I've been hearing this comment. Y'all niggas always talking about the ladies on our hair and stuff, but all y'all do is wear hats.
Hey yo.
So, fellas, reveal your hairlines, please.
No, reveal your hairline. You got that on too.
And here's the MO.
I want hats off. I want caps off. Show them hairlines, baby. Show the hairlines. We got Mr. He said. Let me see. How you put you on the big screen? How you do that? Oh, so Mr. He said hairline. Show your hairline, Mr. He said.
51 years, and this is no Beijing, the original hairline that I came out the lot with.
Severe, show your hairline. Show your hairline. Show your hairline.
Starting to come back. Yeah, I mean, y'all know the vibes. I keep shaved. Yeah, I mean, I ain't ashamed of my shit.
right? That's what's
I
up.
can really show the headline. Show the headline, baby.
Look
Let's
at here.
go.
Ain't no bald spots or nothing. Look at this.
Let's go.
Turn up, huh? Turn up.
That's ain't no look. This my line, and and I need a haircut. That's all me, kiddo. All me.
Nino, show the headline. Show the headline. Woo woo.
Let's go. Let's go, Nino.
My hairline good for 44.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice and thick. We can put berries and juice in it. Y'all, Brad, show the headline. Show the headline.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, still need a haircut and a lineup. Yeah, I mean, but I'm good. We natural.
Last but not least, my boy, Hateration. Black TV. Show the headline.
Yeah.
Let's go, Black.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Hey, his head get rubbed every other day.
I know that's right.
Tell him what's popping.
No.
Oh,
Daddy
my
need to show his hairline.
So guys, what did you guys say about that? So what are your thoughts on even the men now are getting the lace fronts and stuff now? What do y'all think about the men getting the lace fronts?
Can I say so? Shit.
Yeah, go ahead.
First of all, there's a difference. There's a big difference. Wigs have been out since the dawn of time, as well as men back in the day. They used to call them toupees or hair fronts. Back in the day, it was still the same thing. Now, it's to the point where the wigs still exist, but the toupees been done faded out. They're real men that went bald, and that's what it is. Now, the hat thing, I just wear the hat. Can't speak for everybody else. I just wear the hat for style. I love hats. But if I had to take my hat off at any given time, which I'm not afraid to show nothing, you heard.
Okay.
But the thing about it is, women have to fall asleep and wake up with that on. We don't wake up with a hat on.
To me, in my humble opinion, when dudes do that, I look at them weird. It's gay to me. I'm just gonna be honest, like, bro, shade that shit. Michael Jordan went bald, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shade that shit, bro.
Right.
So again, that's just associated. You know, they want to say a man want to look good, but it's all linked to validation, right? You want the lady to think you got a hairline, so you just move. You know what I'm saying? Until you can't. You take her to Mexico and you can't jump in the pool type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like, why do that to yourself? Be you is cool, man. Like, I understand we not special, but you unique. Be you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not necessary.
I don't see what the problem is. Men been wearing shit on their heads for centuries. I mean, even back in the like 1700s,
And them niggas was gay.
Judges
And them
and
niggas
shit
was gay.
got
And they was
wigs and
gay.
stuff like that, and stuff like that. I mean, I don't see what the problem is.
I mean, it's no different. It's no different than what the guys say about the ladies. It's not about the hair on your head. It speaks to the discipline. It speaks to the awareness. Hair can be grown. Like, I don't know where they get their information from, but there's all types of oils, like Bonton. What is that? Bontana oil. Like, it's incredible the things that can be done if you just took the time to learn. Again, people are just, they want to use things as an scapegoat to try to say a man just want to look good or whatever the popular term is that people use to try to shame a man for caring about his physique, the way he appears, the way he presents himself. It's all just diversion tactics, in my opinion. But the guys that get hair pieces in Beijing and all of it, it's no different than the ladies to me. It's delusional.
Yeah.
You're not in touch with reality. You're trying to escape it and deny it for whatever reason. But again, don't try to get me to live in this world that only you live in.
It's vanity at its highest state, if you ask me. Like Drake getting sculpture abs. It's the same shit.
Oh yeah, he did get the sculpture abs.
Yeah, that's laziness too. That's laziness and above all insecurity. You were never secure with yourself, and you're gonna try and present the world now. Like the thing that kicks me is it's like a little sweat pop up the glue now, and now you running out of a meeting because you don't feel this. You don't feel as confident. You can't do your presentation because you're glued and edged up because of your sweat, and it's hot up in here. Like, nah, man, that's not manly at all. That's not secure at all.
The women complaining about the toupees and the Benjay or whatever this shit is they put on their head.
What's it, Benji thingy?
I don't know what it's called.
Beijing. Yeah, like
do the women got a problem with it?
Because it comes off.
Yeah, everybody has a problem with it. It's artificial. You again, when it rains, you see this black ink flowing down the back of their neck.
It comes off like makeup, right? Like if it water,
like mascara.
It come off like bad hair dye. That's what it come off.
Yeah, it's tacky, and again, it just shows that you trying to overcompensate in an area where you're lacking. This is what we've become. We've become a society of people who are liars, and not just liars with their words. Like you're a walking, talking contradiction. Like you're a lie, and people accept it, like celebrate it, commend it, encourage others to do it, and that shit is horrible because we're gonna have a bunch of fucking dun-dun-duns walking around, and there's no originality, no creativity, and this is why we say what we say. This is why we landed here. Like everybody's walking around trying to look like Kim Kardashian or Sierra or Beyonce. Like, you guys know, this is not a secret.
Yeah.
Where's the creativity at? And when someone does display that, like, they're ridiculed, they're put on the stake for judgment. And it's a bizarro world we're living in. We seen Superman. It's a bizarro world. Up is down, down is up, right is wrong, hoes are celebrated, righteousness is condemned, and nobody ain't got no hair, and mostly everybody's fat. But that's just me.
All right, we are still doing flip it and reverse it. All right. So we love Kevin Samuels, right? Kevin Samuels came out with, the rate yourself from 1 to 10, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
So tonight, you guys are going to rate yourselves from 1 to 10. And you're going to tell us why and what do you bring to the table. So gather your answers in your head because the chat is going to rate you. Okay. Since you guys like to do it to the ladies, we flipping and reversing it.
Let's go. What you waiting on?
Ready?
I'm born ready.
All right. Let's start with Nina.
What a surprise. I'd give myself at my current size, probably a 3. Probably a 3 at my size. Been higher than that, but just because of my size, I think I'm not ugly in the face, but I'm just a big guy, and I don't think a lot of women like big guys. But I'm okay to the women that do, so I'm cool with that. Far as what I bring to the table, I bring security, I bring good conversation, I bring reliability, you know what I'm saying, because you can count on me. I bring wisdom, and I got a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying. I ain't rich, but I help out where I can, you know what I'm saying. But I'm not trying to be like a super provider. I don't believe in taking care of an adult. I'll work with somebody, but I'm not trying to take care of somebody because I don't have any children.
Mm-hmm.
That's that.
All right, chat. Rate the answer 1 to 10. Be honest. Put Nino and then the number. Nino and then the number. Okay. Next, we have Conrad. Rate yourself from 1 to 10. Tell us why and what do you bring to the table.
I rate myself a solid 6,000. 6,000. So I'm a solid 6. So, I'm 6'2". You know what I mean? What do I bring to the table? I bring a guarantee. I guarantee if you piss me off in the night, I'll probably be gone in the morning. I guarantee. I bring a guarantee. I bring honesty. I honestly don't have a lot of patience. I bring a lot of integrity. I'm integral to my word that I will leave and never call you back. I promise that. I bring a lot of transparency. I am transparent to let you know that the minute you try to call me, my number will be disconnected, but I will never be without a phone. You just won't have the number. What else? I bring reliability. I'm reliable to the fact that if you piss me off and you make food wrong, I will leave the same minute. I can guarantee you that you will never have to bring money to a date, because if you show up to the date and piss me off, I will end the date right then and there. That's what I bring to the table.
Okay, everybody rate Conrad. Put Conrad 1 to 10 in the chat. Rate. All right.
Y'all see how PettyRed did me? She already gave me the 1. She's like, rate him 1 to 1. You're dissing.
All right, next we gotta do. Let's see. Let's do Uncle Ricky. Ricky, what do you rate yourself? Why?
I'm a smooth 1.
A 1? And tell us why.
I'm a 1 because I ain't for you hoes. I ain't no good to none of you bitches.
Goddamn.
I ain't none of y'all. I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
That's what's up.
If y'all get me at a bad time, because what I got is for my wife. I could give a good goddamn what another hoe think about me. I really don't. No, but if I was to rate myself as a man, if I'm gonna keep it tall with what I accomplished, I'm a solid 8.
Okay.
I'm a solid 8 because I built a family from nothing, and it's still standing. What I bring to the table, y'all know how I'm the fucking table.
Okay.
I'm the fucking table. I will make your life better. I'm your personal Jesus. Responsibility is not a problem here. You was here to dress the table, lay my clothes out, make sure my shit's straight, get my dinner ready, because you ain't got to worry about nothing.
Kevin Samuel's rules.
Okay.
You ain't got to worry about nothing.
That's a
the
fact.
shit y'all complain about that y'all say men don't do. I do all that shit plus more. You could be a lady in my house.
I like
You don't bring shit here. You don't bring you. That's all I need is you. That's all I get.
All right.
Well said.
Look, you got. He said Ricky.
Chill out, man. Chill out. Chill out.
Shit.
See, but that's the shit. But that's the shit that people don't see, right?
Right.
You don't see, like, again, we judge people superficially. Nah, I'm a man. I know a lot of y'all don't know what the fuck that means. I'm a fucking man, bro.
Right.
Whether you like it or not, it is not my job to make you happy. It's my job to make shit happen.
All right.
And like I said, if y'all have seen me when I was young, I was a motherfucker, boy.
I know. You gotta show us a picture, Uncle Ricky.
Nope.
All right. We have Severe. Rate yourself 1 to 10. Tell us why and what did you bring to the table?
Rate myself a solid 5. Not that bad looking to me, honestly, but may not be some women's cup of tea. I'm only 5'7". I mean, but still pack a powerful punch. I mean, I've been told by women that they feel secure and safe around me. But what I bring to the table is security, honestly, stability, work 2.5 jobs. So, I mean, we could walk these dogs together, or you could walk them by yourself. It's your choice.
I like that. All right, guys. Read them in the chat. Did I get everybody?
Nah.
Who I get? Oh, brother. Sis, you can't be in the camera.
Sis.
Let her do what she do. Let her do what she do.
Sissy boo.
All right, brother. Rate yourself a 1 to 10. Why?
Yeah, man. I'm probably like a 4, maybe a 5. I'm just an average guy, regular guy. Why? Because that's what most people are. We're mostly average. And what do I bring to the table? A good team player. Like whatever the team needs tonight, I got that. Like just like in sports, like we need points, I got that. We need rebounds, I got that. We need to win. Like, give me the ball. I got that. Like, tell them niggas to listen to me and we'll be fine. So I carry the same energy in my family. Like when the game is coming on, my picture is the one that's on the front. If we lose, I'm the one that get blamed. So when we win, you know what I mean? We know what it is. So I just bring a team player and hopefully we win the championship. That's my story. And I'm
shout out to that GOAT post in back of you though. Shout out to
Let's
the GOAT.
go. You see it?
Shout out to the GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
So guys, now we saw how easy it was for you guys to just rate yourselves, how you honestly felt, and say, you know, what do you bring to the table? Why do you think it's so hard for women to answer that question honestly?
Because they fucking liars, bro.
Yeah, hard to come up with lies.
Plain and simple. Plain and simple.
Why we keep complicating? Women are liars. Y'all act like I'm just saying it for effect. No, y'all liars, bro. It's the honest to God truth. Y'all not even who y'all are when we meet y'all. That's just a fucking fact. We pray that you stay the same, but we know that's not gonna happen. Y'all ever seen Gone Girl?
Hell yeah.
Y'all need to watch Gone Girl. The lady has a great monologue about how women put on faces for the men they meet, right? She's like, ooh, look at her. She's punky, right? So she's the cool girl that likes beer and watch football with her boyfriend, but that's not really her.
Right. Yeah.
We don't know, y'all. That's what our young men don't understand, right? Listen to what I'm saying in the situations, most of us as men, right, are not having a bad experience with women with some bitch we just met at the club and that we hit. Right? Most men have issue with women that they found attractive, that they approached and they talked to, and that was actually getting to know them as a female for a mate. Is that fair, guys, or no?
Fair.
No, that's true.
Correct.
That's correct.
Right? So y'all keep saying pick better. Pick better from what? The only way, and this, I was talking to with my guys at work today. Listen to what our women say. Listen to what our women say, sis. The only way for a black man to win with y'all is to leave y'all alone.
Jeez.
The only way to win with y'all. Well, you know what? If you pick wrong, you know she's just the wrong woman. It's never. I say it again, bro. John, bro. They never say ladies get better.
Right.
Never.
And the ladies can't say ladies get better because then we get called, you know, we get bad.
This shit is so over with. Like, it's disheartening.
Yeah.
We
So
talk about it, but this shit is over with for real.
I I will hear you say that a lot sometimes, and like when I first heard you say it, and I didn't kind of understand it when you said that. I think the first time I heard you say it, you said it on This Might Be Risky one time, and I was like, what does he mean it's over? But the more and more I start to look on the outside, look at how people's conversations, the women, and now understand what you mean. Like, yeah.
And then
if my son was, if he wasn't, autistic or whatever,
exactly,
I would, yeah.
That's what's crazy, and that's what's crazy to me, right? Because you ask them what you tell the men about in your family, right? What you tell them about the women? Better watch out for them hoes.
Yeah, I would like run,
right?
child.
Them hoes out to get you. Them hoes trying to set you.
Yeah,
it's never them, but they always know somebody that did it, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is y'all. This is not you. I don't mean y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I get the lingo. I ain't worried about it. I ain't like chicks.
But
talk.
Black women, y'all out of pocket, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all demographic as a whole is out of fucking pocket.
It is. I agree. Yeah. And it was crazy. Like when I was listening to Fatty's show on Sunday, and the lady. New for whatever her name is. I don't like her. But anyway, I digress on that. But then when they was talking about the, why they don't like pick-me's and stuff like that, and her and Ali was having a back and forth with saying, so who can, correct or give advice or say anything if
Beyonce, Sexy Red.
Well, they trying not to get
right. Listen to what I'm saying. Sukiana, Rihanna, and they toddlers.
Glorilla,
right? Rihanna and they toddlers, right? Because the only ones they don't get mad at is when they little kids on them with the Instagram, "Mama, your booty stank" type shit.
Right.
She tell them it's the plants.
Right.
Mama, why they ain't get your back fat when you got your surgery?
Mm-hmm.
Mama, why all these dudes keep coming through the house?
Right.
So, what do y'all feel about this statement? I says y'all need to focus on the women that are really into you, but y'all looking for 10s that bugs part if the problem.
No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not.
That is so
not
true.
Just the statement and the back and forth that you and Ricky, quote unquote, back and forth, you guys were having kind of speaks to what my answer would be for this statement. You just said, if I had to suggest to my son, and that's what, men are saying, like in 2025, we wouldn't suggest this dynamic to other men. And it's because of this type of sentiment. Like men just want to have a family, go to work, come home. Like I'm speaking for average men. Again, I said, I'm just an average guy. So I don't know about the upper echelon and what they do, but a regular guy just wants to, you know, support his family, like be proud of what he does in his community and for his family and move forward. The dynamic changes when we get to the ladies. Like, that's why we're sitting here, for everybody to act like they don't know why. Like, this is so low vibrational and it's childish, and it's been 5 years for us, just us. And we like, this is the most remedial class in history.
Yeah.
Because there's no way we should be having this big of a back and forth when men just want to be men. They don't want to be girly men. They don't want to be menish. They don't want to be your best friend type of man. Like, all of these variations of what you guys depict and tell us what men are. The men that have their hairlines and have their BMI together, they don't listen to that shit. And this is, you know, our stance today. Like, some shit just don't even make it up the chain to us because it's not our type of vibration. Like I told you, sis, Nikki was just with me in the hood. And she said, I didn't see a gay person or a white person that wanted to walk their dog down this block because, like, y'all was out there. It was a certain type of man in that crowd. Told you it was a basketball crowd, like a New York fitted hat, polo wearing type of crowd. It was no mistakes. And this is what this online area needs. If you can do it with those type of men, do it, baby girl. Simps and niggas that let you behave any type of way and fuck whoever you want. But there's a certain class of men that you can't do that shit on their watch. Either don't go around them, or when you are around them, be like, Duke, I recognize who you are, respect. I'm gonna try that with this sucker, nigga. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's, you know, I land my plane right there. Sorry for being long-winded, y'all.
No, and the truth is, my bad. Go ahead, bro.
Oh no. I was just gonna say that's the truth, right? Like, I look at myself, you know, I'm not an uppity guy. I'm a regular dude. When I look at my family, I was blessed and fortunate that I had my grandmother and my grandfather around me, and my grandfather left me with the biggest, shortest sentence he ever left me before when he died. He said, "Hey, you's a man. You got to try." And every day I wake up, that pushes me so hard. When I turn around, I look at my wife and I look at my kids. There's days when I consider what I see online and what I'm hearing. I look at my wife and I say, "Do you know how blessed you are?" And it's not even about having me. It's about where she is and where I found her from. Like, the teachings that her mother gave her about being in the house, about taking care of home. And the way I see our family coming up, like, we next year March, we about to welcome another member of the family. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, yo,
congrats,
like,
bro. Congrats. Don't walk past that. Don't walk past that.
No.
Congrats.
Respect. But like, you know what I mean? Like, when I get up every day, especially as a black man, I wear this as a coat of armor. I don't need no hairpiece. If my hair wants to leave, cool, let it leave. If it wants to stay, cool, let it stay. But like, when I look at my son, when I look at my daughter, when I look at my wife, and I'm just like, yo, like, we good right here. And it's just like, I see a lot of other brothers that are taking care of their stuff. So when we try to rival what is going on in the media versus what men are actually taking care of, it's oil and water.
Yeah, man. It's like, we don't, like, a 10 is a fucking headache.
Oh God. Yeah, it is. It is.
That's just the truth.
Why do you think it's a headache?
Let's a 10 is always from a 10 personality is entitlement. They act like they're entitled because they always told yes. They always have their certain way, and it's just not healthy being with a 10. You're gonna be broke.
You don't want no pretty
be with a
like,
10.
Pretty chicks, you gotta humble a pretty chick. Like, it's just the truth. They've been like, listen to what I'm saying, right? A girl with a fat ass thinks she's an entrepreneur now.
Fact.
If that don't require humbling, what do? Right?
Yeah.
Let me keep it a bean with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it's just me being honest, right? attractive is levels of attraction is real, right? It's pretty. There's cute. There's normal. There's ugly, right? You got to be honest with yourself, right? If you know you're not the prettiest thing in a drawer, then you got to up them other values. It's what the fuck it is.
Yeah, you gotta know how to cook, grass, change the motor in the car, make a sandwich.
And listen to it. This ain't nothing personal to nobody. I'm just saying, like, me as a man, because I know I ain't no baller. I know it's other shit I gotta excel at.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, we lie to ourselves. Like, no, to get the thing you want, to get the person you want, you got to do the things you got to do.
Exactly.
If not, it's gonna be what the fuck it is. Don't complain about it, because it's really about you improving yourself to the point where your looks don't really matter. And listen to what I'm telling you, right? Most dudes, I'm not saying all. It's some little weird ass. It's a bunch of little weird ass niggas out here. I'm just saying these hairpiece dudes we talking about, right? Most dudes, if you build value, you be his friend and actually be there for him, and not what just he can do for you, he'll look past that shit for real.
Big time.
If you can 85% that man, 90% that man, he'll look past that shit for real. And be cuddling your big ass in the pictures, right? And matching shirts and shorts and shit. It's just that you don't increase your value as a woman. And plus, like I said, you look like this.
God damn, I wonder what he said right there.
Oh, there you go.
You bro.
Look like what?
My shit tripping.
It's working now.
It's working.
And you got a nasty ass attitude, and you talk back, and you can't cook, and your house dirty, and you got this other nigga kids that's running rampant and shit.
Right.
And you take care of your mama, and your mama can tell you what to do before I tell her. Right? Y'all see, but y'all, hey, accept me as I am. Oh, I'm a package deal looking ass. Oh my God, you gotta take the. No, they don't. The same way y'all say a nigga who ain't got nothing going on shouldn't get no pussies. The same way a man ain't got to deal with your shit.
That's true.
Especially the nigga you want.
I think that's what the problem is. It seems like it's the women that some men want, they can't get, or the men that some women think they deserve or want, they can't get them. So I think that's what one of the issues is. Like, they think that they can present themselves just the way they are and get that top tier man, but the top tier men don't want you.
What makes them think that, though?
Yeah, and the next thing is they're not putting themselves in a position to be around that top tier man and provide any intangible value. It's not.
Well, it's not even that. It's not even that they don't put themselves in that place. But you have a certain type of men want certain type of woman, whether it be looks, attitude, the way you present yourself. A lot of times women don't want you to change those things. It's just like Ricky said, accept me as I am. Here I go. You supposed to take me just like. And the reason
why would they think like that?
All men want them though.
They think that.
Why they think like that? Again, back to my original question. Why do they think the way they think? All of the different variations of what y'all just described. It was like 4.
I think they think that way because I think that too, but I think because they have other men validating them.
They do. Yeah, I want to share a clip with y'all. I want to share a clip with y'all.
I think Ricky and Severe had a response to you too.
Yeah, sure. I want to pull up a clip.
Y'all got happy juice? I got happy juice.
To share this video. This is why.
Move back. Come on. Tell this bitch out. Get the fuck out. Move back. Come on. Tell this bitch out. Get the fuck.
She sound too big for me to even pull my gun out for her.
God, what, brother? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, this is why niggas fuck these fat ass bitches. They fuck these fake hair wearing bitches. They make excuses for fucking these bitches. And when you fuck them, they define themselves through sex. That's what a whore is. They define themselves. I can get married because Mr. He said fucked me. I deserve a husband because I got fucked. And that's not true. I don't know who told y'all that was. I don't know when the pendulum swung, but that's not true. Just because you get fucked don't mean you could get wifed. And when niggas bust a gun over fat, like Biggie sounding bitches, she sound like Biggie. Son, I got this new track. Big, you shouldn't be sounding like that, son. But like this real life.
Artifacts, y'all need to stop.
Say what you want about me, but this shit, I've seen this shit. We don't talk what we talk to be mean to nobody. But we see people been dying since this girl met me. And I'm leading into probably one of your future questions, but she's seen me go through a lot of shit, talk to a lot of people. So it's the proof is sometimes in the pudding. And that is the proof, man. When we go above and beyond for these chicks that don't deserve it, we feed the fire and give them fuel in their engine. Sorry for being so long-winded.
So
No, that ain't long-winded. That's facts.
You had something to say, Sabria?
Oh, that was to the prior question, but I don't even remember. But to this video, it's like bro said, his gun shouldn't even been pulled out on that for real. But you even gotta look at the breakup. Either a homie couldn't let go or something to that situation, but that shouldn't happen.
So you think he shouldn't have protect because I think they were together in there, right? And that was the ex that was kind of like attacking them. So you think he shouldn't protect their home?
I didn't say that. I mean, you ain't gotta unalive somebody.
Yeah, was he shooting that dude for her or himself?
Exactly.
Was he shooting because he didn't want her to get hurt, or was he shooting because he didn't want to fight that man?
I would say it was all of that. I did hear him tell her to get out of the way before he squeezed off. But yeah, absolutely. I would agree with you that he was protecting his own safety. But again, putting yourself in a situation with this young lady, and not to say I know everything, but I think about things on like a day-to-day basis. So if I'm talking to this girl and I know she got this ex, or I know she got this baby daddy, and I know this is a street nigga, like I know, like we're not naive. We can sit and act like, we got to walk it down and let's talk about this. But on a typical Thursday, Friday night, we know what this is. Like he know what he was getting into. And to put yourself in there, you got your hammer on you. Why you even going somewhere, right? Ain't that what us grown-ups are saying? Why you going to a girl house that you got to bring your hammer with you when you go? Why she even allow that? Like what kind of femininity is that? Like what's that you bringing in here?
You must forgot what era we in now. Everybody.
No, I didn't forget. I didn't
it's
forget.
The damn Wild Wild West. I heard you. Hey,
I mean, everywhere ain't the Wild Wild West. I live in Baltimore, my nigga, and I don't gotta have no hammer on me all the time. But I'm different. But hammers ain't required every fucking where. If we gonna try to paint that narrative, we wild. You got an Oakland hat on. You in Oakland?
No, I'm in Memphis.
You wear it. You take a hammer around with you all the time?
Yes. Now,
and how many times have you used it?
We can play semantics.
And how many times have you used it?
You literally don't have to take it everywhere. But I'm just saying, as a man in protecting yourself, you got to have a hammer. And you being in Baltimore, you don't.
No, you don't.
Shit can go down anywhere, like Walmart, anywhere like that. Like you want to play semantics, we can now. Now let's be real now. Like anything can happen.
How many times have you used your hammer?
Twice.
You carry it all the time.
Twice.
Out of carrying it all the time, 365 days in a year, you used it twice.
I rather be caught with it than without
it. If that was you in that scenario, and you get arrested and go to jail, what do you think she's going to be doing within a week?
Oh shoot!
In that situation, I ain't worried about her. I'm worried about
I
this man
know, but
trying to
just
come
I
in.
know, just walk with
And
me.
we
Just
and
walk
we and
with
we
me.
don't even
Forget
we don't even know who place that is in the video. We don't know if it's his place or her place.
It's her. It's her. It's
her. So you know for a fact it's her place.
See how Black want to play. Let him
I just
play his
asked the
hand
question.
out,
I
y'all.
didn't know. I didn't
This
know
is what
what.
this is
I
what
didn't
we
know.
this is what we do in 2025. This is
What
what it
you
has
mean?
become.
This
It's
is
gonna be
what
a
we
skit
do.
next, right? Black? Is it
What
a
you
skit?
mean? I didn't know the context of what it was.
I know. So again, let's just walk it down. So in a week, do you think she would be laying up with another guy?
Now we talking about me or just
And no, I put you in the scenario. You pulled out, told him, told her to move, shot him. Now you get arrested. Within a week, do you think she would be with another guy?
with me? No.
Okay, I do. And
No,
again,
with
this
me,
just
no.
adds to the equation.
If I'm talking to her, it ain't just because I'm just talking to her. It's like we already committed and everything like that.
Right. But the reason we sit in here is because, again, we talking about 2025 women, how opportunistic they are, how they wait at the finish line for the guy. Like, she's going to be with another guy before you even hit a bail hearing. And this is the only reason why I speak to, like, having a little bit of love of self, because sometimes we put ourselves in situations that we shouldn't be in, and we validate the misconception that average women are more than that. And then they internalize that, and then that's what we see. We see the finished product of that. Like fat girls that used to we only fuck at 3 a.m. are now out knocking on our door like, I'm telling your wife if you don't. Like that's a different dynamic. That's not what it's supposed to. And the reason is because baseball cap wearing motherfuckers that get Beijing on their hair have sex with these bitches. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Look, I'm talking about
what he said.
I'm basically talking about always protecting yourself. I don't give a damn about this woman, because all I'm saying is just off of watching the video, anything can happen. You said that you shouldn't be in places where you have to carry the hammer. I mean, I understand it. I understand what you're saying with that, but what I'm saying with that is, as my right as an American, I'm gonna carry this motherfucker everywhere I please, because anything can happen anywhere. Anyway, I can give a damn about this bitch, to be honest, because I already know the context.
You a liar.
Hold on, I'll let you rock out for 5 minutes, bro. I'll let you rock out for 5 minutes, try.
You did. You are absolutely right. I'm sorry, sir.
So, because at the end of the day, I know how most of the majority of these women is. They ain't worth a fuck. If I marry her, 80, 85, 82% of the time, she's going to divorce me. She always talking to other men. She got other men in her phone. I can give a fuck about these bitches. What I'm saying is, as an American, I'm going to protect myself at all costs, and I have a right to carry this motherfucker everywhere. I'm in the South, and that's my God-given right, bro.
Second Amendment.
I get that.
I get it. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please make sure you guys hit the like button, share, subscribe, and all the other good stuff. And don't forget to hit the
Don't forget to support the Paper Towel Fund on Cashapp, RedLipstickVibes.
Get this guy, this. I ain't gonna say nothing, because this is your platform, Red. And on the DPMO, we've been talking about gay people all week. So I'm just gonna back it off.
Don't forget to support the Paper Towel Fund on Cashapp, RedLipstickVibes.
You gonna play that shit again?
What's wrong with my Caleb?
Damn.
What is wrong with my Caleb?
Nothing.
Please.
I'm kind of triggered.
Hey, you better be careful before Saucy Red comes for you.
Because
why
we talked about a lot of gay shit this week. We talked about Obama, and I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
Are you trying to say my son is?
No. Oh, I know. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying the video came off, triggered me off of a other subject that we had on the show earlier. I'm just saying.
That's
Then she brought up Obama.
No, y'all don't know what Obama said. Y'all don't know what Obama said.
I don't know what happened. What happened?
Y'all don't know what Obama
Hold on.
said.
ISO. I got to do the Kobe.
What I missed?
Sexy Red.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Petty.
Obama.
Petty. That's not your son, is it? For real?
No.
Okay, well, in that case, you better be careful before Saucy Santana come back and get his woman. Then stop doing that toilet paper stuff. Saucy Santana gonna come for that.
You the devil.
Y'all realize that's AI, right?
Right. That's just the AI.
I'm just saying, some people like to build their peoples up as something else.
Sweet like that though.
that lemon daddy paper.
He's like, he's a big kid. My son is a big kid. My son is bigger than you, and he's only 21.
Why you ain't use your actual son?
I would never do that. I never put my child on internet.
Okay, well then leave Saucy Santana's man out.
Put some bass in his voice.
Man, y'all got Barack Obama tripping, y'all.
Since he brought up Barack Obama, we're going to talk about flipping it versus it. So I have a question. So look, we're going to talk about what is he talking about? I'm confused, y'all.
He was on Michelle. He was on Michelle Obama.
He was trying to get in bad good graces with his husband.
There you go. He pushing the rainbow agenda, going on Michelle's show, trying to promote that shit.
I know.
He's not been cut.
I saw something. I want y'all to see it, but I saw something else. So there is a content creator on TikTok, and I want you to listen to what he says after we listen to what Obama had to say. Okay.
One of the things that I think a lot of times boys need is not just exposure to one guy,
one dad.
No matter how good the dad
is, he can't be everything.
He can't be everything.
Can I just say something real quick though? Did y'all see how she was like leading him in the comment?
Yeah. Of course, she's been dog walking him for how long now? The man was in the office the whole time getting dog walked by his husband.
But it was like she was coaching him.
Trying to come for us to get us to vote for Kamala Harris.
Notice you said how by his husband.
Sorry.
Well, that's what they say.
I said what I said, and I'm not
allegedly.
Okay, hold on. Let me clean my thoughts.
Allegedly, sir.
Allegedly, Obama's been getting dog walked by his husband since 1901. Yeah. Okay, then he wants to come out here and come off his house. He don't have control of his house, never had control of his house, and want to come over here and try to whoop black men, talking about you're less of a man and you're insecure if you don't vote for Kamala Harris. After she done put a whole black man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You gotta finish that.
Bitch off. Next caller.
I just want to get to the point that, well, when I was watching, because I went back and I watched the whole thing, right? In the whole conversation, she was just leading him. Like she was actually feeding him what to say. I just want to point that out. There
was a movie back in the 90s where a white lady was destitute and had no man around her. So she took the jam and put it between her legs and let the dog come lick it so she could get off. That's how I see Obama.
Oh,
one of the things that I think a lot of times boys need is not just exposure to one guy,
one dad.
No matter how good the dad
is, he can't be everything.
He can't be everything. One of the most valuable things I learned as a guy was I had a gay professor in college. You need that.
I don't know who the fuck need to hear this, but I don't give a fuck what part of the community that I'm from. The moment I had a child, it wasn't about me no more. And as quiet as it's kept, I don't want to raise no motherfucking sissy. Bitch. How about that? I want grandchildren. Now, if he decided to be a part of that lifestyle, I'm all for it. but I'm not enforcing, encouraging none of that. They say, well, Bino, you don't show no love and affection in front of your child. No, bitch. Two men's kissing ain't normal. What happened to a child receiving love? Receiving and seeing it is two different motherfucking things. And I want him to receive it. He don't gotta know shit about what I do in my bedroom. That's grown folks' business, bitch. I'm raising me around this motherfucker.
What do y'all think about what he had to say?
Was that chopped up?
Mm-hmm.
The Obama part, not the part.
Oh yeah. I didn't want to put the whole thing in there.
I'm gonna say this. Right.
Word.
But Obama. Look. I'm gonna be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I try to be fair. Right. Mm-hmm. While I understand what he was saying preface, right? He used the wrong fucking example.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple.
Mm-hmm.
He used the wrong fucking example. Hey, you know what? There should be other men in a young man's life, right? So he can see different perspectives of things, right? Maybe it's an uncle, maybe it's a professor.
Facts.
Right?
Godfather.
Right. The distinction of a gay professor is what's fucking it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right? Let's be honest, right? Even in that statement, notice how he told, hey, even though him and Mike, right? Allegedly.
Right?
Allegedly.
Him and Mike tell you, well, even if he's the good dad, the best dad, it's not enough.
Right. That part.
Mm-hmm.
So when you peep that they agenda really is just the minimalization of a man, right? In the home as a father. I'm not going to even say black because just look at how the agendas are coming to fruition in the children right now. I'm telling you, listen to hey Sean, tell me if I'm lying, right? Remember when I told y'all back in the days, I work at a school. There's tampon machines in the boys' bathroom.
That's insane, bro.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Not let's not stop there, right?
And it's a felony. Isn't it a felony if that gets torn down?
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, right? But listen, on the doors of the windows, right? Where you know how you said Mr. Dakowitz, right? Mr. Bennett, it's a gay flag.
Oh wow. Yeah.
It's a gay flag. And this what people don't understand, right? They don't have to train. Your children are already trained into it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to turn nobody nothing. They already made it. They already made it so that's accepted and okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I had a situation at my job where this thing, right, wanted me to call him or her. And we sat in that hallway at a school for 5 minutes. I was like, what is your name? What is your name? Because I'm not calling you her. Y'all want to fire me for it? Because I was going to sue the shit out of them. That's what I was going to do if they fired me for it. Right? But if y'all want to take this somewhere it shouldn't be, you cannot force your beliefs off to another person. Your feelings and your beliefs are yours. If I choose to respect those and honor them as my own, that is my decision. But I don't have to. And like I said, I don't approve of it, nor do I approve of it for anybody else, because they've been coming after the kids for the last 15 years.
Yes, I agree.
For the last 15 years, Sean, didn't I tell you? They coming for the kids.
Yes, indeed, sir. I don't think anyone cares.
They don't have to sneak off and play with your kids' booty hole. Excuse me if that's sorry, YouTube. They don't have to play with your little kids and MS them and take. No, it's already inbred in them. It's part of their training.
Yeah.
Now every kid's fluid,
androgynous.
Every little boy Prince now and shit.
Yeah.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah, look at
It's
it.
funny. It's funny that you bring that up. The other day, my son got out of the shower and goes to me. He goes, "Daddy, I want long hair like mommy." And I looked at him and I said, "What?" I said, "What's grandpa?" He goes, "A boy." I said, "What's daddy?" "A boy." I said, "What are you? Do we have long hair like that?" He goes, "No." I'm like, "Exactly. Like, we don't do that around here at all." I'm like, "I'm not playing with you with that." My wife was like, "Oh, it's not that serious." I'm like, "No, it's exactly that serious. It's exactly that serious. When it comes to the kids, it's exactly that serious." So it's just, man, this sickness, man, this perverseness, and they using Mike and allegedly Mike. That's what we want to say.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
So, man, you know what I think? I think them two should just get Saucy Santana and just go somewhere.
What is you with the Saucy Santana?
Go get Saucy Santana and Oprah and Gail and just go sit somewhere on an island under a coconut tree and just leave. Real talk. All
You
of
don't
them
have
leave.
Saucy Santana coming over here bothering us. You don't miss that man name so
Well, he can't. Saucy can't come to Canada, so I'm good. I mean, he got to get past Drake. He can deal with Drake and the whole bunch of Galloway before he gets to me. That's
Well, I thought
jungle
Drake
over there.
like boys too.
He what?
Allegedly.
Hold on, what? No, I missed that last part. Who that?
I thought Drake like boys too. Allegedly.
Oh, that's why I said he can get through to Drake before, like
What?
you got a whole line before he
God damn it.
Go ahead.
What's going on?
All these guys in the industry been.
Well, all right. I can't disagree with the fellas. I'll definitely try to be a little higher vibrational with my answer though. Ricky was a great inspiration. Thank you, brother. I can agree with the first part. I think we do need different types of men as inspiration. I'll go off on a different path and say even bad examples of men. Like I come from a place where there were a lot of bad examples of men. Like my what not to do list like started to grow to the point where it was like just don't do that stuff. Like this nigga spent all his money on hoes for the whole week. He disappeared for the whole week.
I lost it at the boat.
You know what I mean? Like some shit like this shit. And then TV, there were certain inspirations on TV that I kind of gravitated to because the men in my neighborhood were just so unique. So I do agree with that first part. You can learn from different types of men. Again, it's like most of the fellas would probably agree with. It's that second part that kind of I can't fall in line with that part right there. Like there's not of commonality there. When I came into this space, we used to put the hypothetical, what if your child, was LGBTQ? Like the separation would be natural. Like this is what natural life is. Like I'm a heterosexual man. If he's gonna be a homosexual man, ain't a lot we could talk about, ain't a lot we see eye to eye on. Like a lot of our beliefs are different. So that separation is gonna happen. So to make it sound like we have to have these conversations about what would you do if your son was gay? Well, shit, I'm a man. We probably ain't gonna rock. So, I just see it a little bit different that we do need inspiration, but I don't know about, the rainbow community having an influence on my child because he may want to be rainbow one day. Like his whole logic behind that I didn't agree with it at all. So agenda push, absolutely. Coming for our kids, absolutely. So just be the adult that you wanted as a child. Like that's it.
About the part, but the guy at the end was saying, because he's part of the community, and he's saying that once he had a child, once he had a son, he doesn't want to raise no sissy. So
is he gay?
Yeah.
How do you have a son?
Yeah.
He has a son.
So again,
he has kids. And he says that
You see what I'm saying, though?
I see what you're saying. Well, let me get it out. Let me get it out, Ricky. He's saying that he doesn't want to parade his lifestyle in front of his son because he doesn't want to influence him either way. He wants him to,
right,
be a man. So, do you think do you guys think that's possible as him being of the community?
No.
I think what's important about that clip, and we must not miss this, is that man said that how he lives is not normal, and he does not want to pray. That's what he said. That's what I'm going to clue in on. He said it's not normal. So here we have somebody who's part of the LGBT community.
Yeah.
Basically saying that I found my place over here because I chose to be over here, and it's my choice to be over here. And I understand that this is not a normal way. How do I understand this? Because when I look at my son, this is not something I'm not going to, and he didn't say this verbatim, but that word, that phrase, not normal, is him indirectly saying, I am not going to indoctrinate my son in something that doesn't come natural to his biology.
Right.
What
he talks about that a lot on his platform. He goes against a lot of the stances that a lot of the trans and all those kind of people.
He's a liar, but he's a liar. He's a liar.
He got it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is wrong with people? Like, bro, so you're doing something that you wouldn't recommend your children do.
Yeah, basically.
This is why I keep saying, right? Y'all can keep falling for the okie doke. I understand it, right? And I don't mean y'all. I mean Shout out the message, right? Y'all understand? But look, I keep trying to tell y'all, if it don't make sense, it's not true. So this man is gay with a son. Does that make sense?
I would have questions.
No.
I would definitely have questions.
Right. Listen to what I'm saying, right? So are you really gay, or are you just an opportunist?
That word.
Right. This will be I'm so sick of this trope. People choose sexuality. You choose what you like. That's all it is. You wasn't born that way. You made a fucking choice.
Fact.
Yeah.
You made a choice. You can say whatever it is. Oh, look, Johnny always being sweet. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Johnny gonna make his own choice when he lay up in some booty or get in some ass. Take your pick. But they try to make it like, if it's so natural, why isn't it more of it happening? Without without an agenda.
Or influence.
They're not gay, they're opportunists, BZ.
Take your time.
If you not sticking with one sex, listen to what I'm saying. My wife had an Aunt Brenda, God rest her soul, right? She ain't never had dick. In her entire life, she's been a lesbian. She's never had dick. I respect it. But you out here getting dick and pussy, booty and pussy. You not gay, nigga. And you these chicks. Oh, I'm gay. No, you're not. You're gay for the stay, bitch.
I cannot.
I know that coochie was tight.
You gay for the stay. And listen to what I'm saying. That's your bedroom. It's your body. Do as you see, but don't lie about it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Don't lie. I like women. See how easy See how easy it rolls off the tongue?
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Yeah. What do you think, Nino? You got anything on it, Nino?
Yeah, I haven't seen that Obama joint, so I'll probably at some point watch it to see what it actually said, because I don't like chopped up stuff.
Yeah.
But I do find, I kind of agree with Rick. I do find it odd that, the example he used was his gay professor.
Right.
The fact that he was gay had to be mentioned. He could have just said his professor, inspired him to do whatever. And I do agree there is some sort of agenda, whatever. But
and here,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, as far as the other clip, I mean, it's just like he said, it's weird. You gay, but you got a kid, and I don't know. It kind of went over my
Why would
head.
you put your kid through some shit like that? You understand how selfish that shit is?
And confused.
But that's what Obama wants you to do.
Fuck, man.
Well, that's,
I mean, and
that's
why it kind of ties in, because to make it sound like
can teach the young boys. So when you go back and look at the whole thing, he said that the gay men can teach them empathy and all this other stuff.
That's what his mama for.
A woman could teach you that.
So they trying to eliminate the dad and the mama.
Look, here's my 2 cents on it. Like, if Obama want to play in booty hole, or want his daughter playing booty hole in his house, he has the God-given right to teach his kids however you want. We in America, but don't try to push your agenda on how to raise my kids in my household. That's the evil. That's the evils of part of being an American.
And that's what they try to do.
You can parent however you want to parent your child. You want them to look like Krusty the Clown and playing booty holes. That's fine. But it's a problem when you try to push it on my child. Now I have to step in and stop this shit. So my whole thing is, you can do whatever you want to in your household, but just don't tell me how to parent my kids. That's all I'm saying.
Right. All right, everybody. Let's welcome Kylo of the brand to the panel. Hey, Kylo.
What up, Lo?
What's good? What's good?
What up, Lo?
I think everybody wearing baseball hats tonight, huh?
Okay, so Kyle. Hi, Kyle. So
Pass that. Pass that.
Mm-hmm.
Pass that.
Sure.
I need you have to rate yourself from 1 to 10.
Let's go.
You ain't asked me.
You know, because he's late, so he got to do everything. You got to rate yourself between 1 to 10, and you got to tell us why you think you're that number. Then you have to tell me why. What do you bring to the table? And then you have to take off your baseball cap and show your hairline.
What the hell?
Let's go.
That was a whole lot.
We did it, bro.
Number one by one. Rate yourself from 1 to 10.
In terms of what though? In life, in general?
Yeah. How do you rate yourself? From looks, character, personality, all in one. What you?
I would say like a 7.
Okay.
No, you can't use 7.
I can't use 7?
No, you cannot. Kevin Samuel's rules apply. Just like the girls. Just like the girls. Pause.
I mean, I'm pretty confident, but in just being, this is a wild question because I'm not just going to think from my lens.
It's a wild. Y'all hear this? It's a wild question. Been asking it for 5 years. Get to him. It's a wild question.
They've been asking ladies to rate themselves for 5 years.
I'm gonna say 6. I'm gonna say 6.
Okay.
Okay. What do you bring? What do you bring to the table?
To this table?
No. In time. What do you bring to the table in a relationship?
I bring a lot to the table.
Okay.
I bring a lot to the table.
What do you bring to the table?
Jesus. This is wild. I'm a go-to guy. I put it like that. A lot of people where I'm at know that they can call. I'm a front guy. I'm a middle man, and so it's kind of really. I swear, it's kind of really not nothing. I'm not really plugged to. That's honest to God's truth. So I bring a lot to the table.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's acceptable or not, but
no, it's your answer.
Okay. Let's go.
Now you have to show us your hairline.
My hairline? What the hell is this?
Why you were scared to take off your hat?
Yeah. I wasn't scared. I was just sitting there thinking, like, what? This was a part of the show.
You should have been late. Then you would have known what it was all about. All right, guys. Y'all ready? I saw something. This young lady says women are not the gold diggers, but the men are.
So give us an unpopular opinion.
Men use women for money more than women use men for money.
That's absolutely false.
It's true.
It's absolutely false.
It's true. Men be using women for money.
Absolutely false. When women want money, when you try to be nice and send a woman money for lunch, you can't even send $20.
Okay.
Because for some reason they eat lamb chops and lemon drops every day, and so they need money for the lamb chops.
Okay.
They need money for the mashed potatoes and the macaroni and cheese, and they need money for 2 lemon drops.
Check this out. That's for lunch or dinner, right? Men will purposely get with a woman so he could live with her, drive her car. You know, she have a good job. He needs a co-signer. Like, they really are big gold diggers.
If I'm paying for your lamb chops, lemon drops, and hookah for lunch on a consistent basis, you're absolutely right. I'm finna move in.
Yeah.
I have to save where I can save. I have to get in where I can fit in. I'm moving in.
Everybody think like gold digging is strictly reserved for women. It's men out here who are professional gold diggers. They look to see what a woman has, her assets, and they try to drain all of her resources.
No.
Yeah.
If anything, you see the women draining the men resources.
Some do, but we always look at women to be gold diggers when men are just as big gold diggers as women are.
You send a man $5 for lunch. I'm pretty sure $10 for lunch. He gonna be ecstatic that day. He gonna be bragging to all his coworkers like, man, this girl love me.
Yeah.
You send a woman $10 for lunch.
What can you get for $20 as a woman? As a woman.
You probably get 2 Chick-fil-A meals. You can get 2 Chipotle meals.
Now that she ovulating, she hungry.
Is she ovulating every day?
Depends on her cycle.
So why does she need hookah for lunch?
She don't.
Or a lemon drop?
You getting beside yourself.
No,
you getting beside yourself.
These are real stories. These are real stories.
Men use women for money more than women, and that's that.
Man, I'll smack that hoe.
Uncle Rick already told you they liars. She just lying. That's all.
Wow.
Damn, that's damn near a skit. That's damn near a skit. Gaslighting at its finest.
Yeah.
That's damn near a skit.
I don't know. Because y'all do have a culture of homosexuals.
Now don't do that.
That's fair.
See, now Black.
But you date them?
The thing is, though, she said that men do it more than women.
That's
Just because there are some men that do it doesn't mean that we do it more.
All of y'all whores. I keep trying to tell you, every single woman is a whore. You're a whore.
You're a whore.
Or you're not with the man for nothing. You're with him because he takes care of you, because he provides something. Just because I don't put the $40 on the dresser don't mean I ain't paying for shit.
Right, you ain't with him for dick.
Listen, hey, Black, listen to this, right? Hey, Sean.
I got enough toys.
Hey, Sean, listen. They say we tricking. Who serviced a trick?
Oh.
Wait, let me say that again for y'all slow people, right? They say niggas be tricking. Who services a trick?
The who's?
Whores.
The
Whores.
And listen to what I'm saying. There's good hoes and there's bad hoes. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Right? My wife is my hoe. I'm her trick.
Yeah.
She can count on me. She can count on me more than the post office. Right? It's what woman is dealing with. Again, question yourself as a lady. If you dealing with a man that don't give you nothing but a wet pussy. She asked his man. So those type of men you walking into? Because we as men can acknowledge there's some niggas out here that won't do shit, that don't do shit. We jump on them niggas. Y'all know who they is.
Them niggas that try to come in and they gonna get a bullet in their ass.
Right? He acknowledged that. So again, why you dating him? I tell you, I ain't got no chuckhead ass woman that don't listen. I'm not dealing with that. But for me to say I don't see it, that'd be a goddamn lie, wouldn't it?
You know what gave me some insight into this topic? I got 5 children, but 2 of them by the same, my ex-wife, 2 of them by the same woman. They're a year apart. My daughter's 22, my son's 23. They was both working.
How old are you here?
I'll be 52 in a couple weeks.
Damn, you look.
Let's go.
Paul.
Oh.
So they was both working at Amazon, and I appreciate that too, bro. They was both working at Amazon. My ex-wife was housing both of them, letting them stay there, and let them both stack, let them both save. So my son, he got pride. He's not going to call me and ask me for no bread unless he fucking needs it. That's for certain. So I kept noticing my son was asking me for bread. I'm just like, and my daughter's never asking me. Matter of fact, not only is she not asking me, I heard my ex-wife on the slide say she was moving or whatever. And so she was like, yeah, something. So I was waiting for my job to give me the move back. But I just got 5,000 from Winter and some. And she just tried to just keep talking. I was like, the fuck, what'd you say? You got 5,000 from who? And she just she's like, from Winter. So I doubled back. And so my on another note, I had to fluff some shit with my daughter's bank account to make it look like she made more. But she had about 25,000 in her bank account. My son was damn near broke. Now, they both are housed by my ex. They both live the same. They go to work at the same place. So I was like, I see my daughter gets to go out and gets to get treated and gets to stack all of her money. My son has to kick out money when he goes out. It's not that women won't pay. I'm just saying I've seen it firsthand that he's constantly going through his bread every single weekend. He's going through his cash, whether he buying shit, clothing, and even that. On that note, men, our clothing I think costs more to really look like something. Women can do Rainbow or Fashion Nova or whatever the fuck you can wear the most. I'm just being honest. I'm saying for him to maintain a certain type of look and to go out and do shit is costing him more.
And let's be honest. Look, this is what we on tonight. Let's be on it tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how good. Listen to what I'm saying, right? I don't care. Hey, you could be the best. Hey, good girls do it too, right? You could be the best woman. If that woman don't keep coming out of pocket with her dude, she gonna feel a certain way after a while.
Yeah.
Then you gonna turn into a whole bunch of bitches.
Yep.
This nigga don't never pay for nothing. I'm always something. Woo.
Yeah.
Because it's not in their nature.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. Now they can take what you give them, and like that's all your girl really do is take what you give and give it back to you. You know what I'm saying? That we want to keep the shit funky. Your girl ain't gonna never pay you back what you put in it.
Yeah.
Never. Get the fuck over it. But like I said, ain't no woman halfway worth they salt. It's bum bitches out here that won't pay for a nigga.
Yeah, point.
Yeah.
That's
It's
why
just what the fuck it is.
Me a plane ticket, bro. Go to probably go to South America or some shit. Try to find a wife, bro. Like America.
No, I'm with you.
I'm gonna become a passport, bro. Fuck it.
God damn.
Fuck it. I'm gonna become a passport, bro.
No.
All the men on the panel that's married, God bless y'all. I'm cooked.
Chopped.
Cooked. Like steak and Outback.
Lucky and smart, bro. Smart. A little bit of smart and a whole lot of lucky. That's all it was.
Okay, guys, I have to step down, so I'm going to leave brother in charge because I want brother to do this one because because this one is kind of sensitive. So I, as a lady, because I want to stay in my feminine power, okay, my chocolate goodness, I'm going to let brother take this question, but I'm going to play the clip and we're going to put the questions, but brother is going to navigate this part. So
See, when you have a big dick, we will allow you to speak to us in a certain way. Like, we allow y'all to get verbally aggressive with us. We like that shit from time to time. We do. We like when we make y'all mad and y'all get all crazy and shit and be calling us with that old stupid shit. We like that type of shit. Like, for instance, when you have a big dick, you can speak to us like this. So where the fuck you been? I've been calling you all motherfucking afternoon. I've been calling your job. I've been calling your cell phone. I've been paging you. Where the fuck you been? But when you don't have a big dick, lower your motherfucking voice. You don't speak to me like that. When you don't have a big dick, this how you supposed to say that same statement. I was worried about you. I thought something happened to you. I've been calling your job. I've been calling your cell phone. I was finna call your mama. I was worried about you.
One of the biggest lies that men keep discussing on these apps, YouTube, TikTok, or whatever, is that body count matters. No, it don't. Because if body count really mattered, they would value their own body count.
Her body count does matter. Y'all just approaching the conversation wrong, because usually we're approaching the conversation from the perspective of an insecure man. If he's insecure, he's attaching it to his ego, which is his equipment and his skill set. An experienced man with the equipment and the skill set doesn't care about your body count.
I don't think you know how big 12 inches is. Do you see that? Just in scale, where is that going? Not in here, okay? The average gal is gonna get about that much. Maybe this, if they're a pro, but the rest of that, completely unmanageable. This is the biggest I've ever seen in real life, but this is fine. It's completely fine. This, fabulous. Almost too big. Definitely too big. Fucking sick day, ER, 27 club, and now I'm just skipping my next life. Anything after that is entirely unethical. I don't think we know what we're talking about.
Size matter. Yes, it does. I used to say, if you know what you're doing with it, that's all that matters. It's not about what they have, it's about who the person is, like who's behind the size. But now, fuck that shit. Size matter, yes. Are you stupid?
Shit, I need one of them. Yeah, come here, throatfish.
That's crazy. Lord Jesus.
What are we doing here?
If body count matter, size should matter. That's the question. If body count matter, I guess should size matter would be the question at hand, fellas.
No.
Pause.
What the fuck is this?
Ain't talking about that.
Hey, nigga, chill out, man. This...
yo.
That's crazy.
Hey,
yo, you wildin', bro. Who made up this question first and foremost? Who did it?
I didn't make the question.
Okay,
It gotta be a girl.
Yeah,
yes. We gonna skip this segment.
Hey, do a little dick count?
Bro, this segment,
hey, ladies in the chat, do you count a little dick as a body or no?
It's legitimate question.
Do you count a little dick as a body or no? When you fuck a nigga with a little dick, you be like, oh, he don't count.
Yeah, they be doing that.
Like, is his dick so small that he can't nut in you?
Right.
What?
It's a legitimate question.
I don't know, man.
It is.
I don't know, man. Me personally, I don't give a damn about body count. I'm gonna get it how I can get it. I'm gonna get it how I can get it. You hear me?
I say it again. Look, y'all only love the double standards when they work in their favor. Bro, men are meant to fuck women. Women are meant to preserve their their chastity. It's just what the fuck it is. Hey, Black, you ever leave a bucket outside in the yard?
Yes, I have done that before in my life.
Right. You don't do nothing to it. You actually clean it, right? You use it to wash your car, whatever, right? So it just had soap and everything in it, right? But then it rained outside and you forget it's out there, right? Then you go out there like 3 weeks. What's in that bucket? Mosquitoes, maggots, leaves, dirt. How dirt get in there? It's just sitting out there.
Yeah.
That's ladies. That's y'all. That's you. You guys capture stuff that you can't get rid of. You can't really. It fuses with y'all brain. That's why y'all got so many fucking personalities, because y'all got a little bit of each nigga y'all fucked with you.
But in that example, I'm still gonna use that bucket to wash my car.
It still work, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The bucket still do its job, don't it?
I will still use that damn bucket, man.
You're away.
It's just what it is. Y'all, like I said, y'all hate the nature of things. That's how I know y'all Satan for real. Because y'all hate nature. The shit, it works a certain way because that's the way it works. The sun comes up in the east and it sets in the west. Next thing they're gonna be like, why the sun can't set in the east? Why New York can't have longer days?
Make it make sense, right? Damn.
Goddamn shame. Y'all, these niggas is slow. Y'all slow as fuck. Y'all should be, all of y'all should be, when y'all go to school in the rooms with the patent in it. It's just, it is what the fuck it is. And we look stupid out here trying to be complicit with these motherfuckers so they can feel good. Fuck your feelings. Your feelings are yours, nigga. They belong to you and only you. A big dick. That nigga, hey, he could have the biggest dick. He could have a little dick. What we all gonna say, bro? We all gonna say what? We still hit.
Hey, bro. Hey, yo, nigga.
We still hit. What y'all? Come on, man. Y'all.
Anybody else got anything? Anybody? Poppy, what's good, man? Hope all is well. Y'all welcome Poppy to the panel.
Salute, Poppy.
Yo, what's good, family? How you doing?
What up, famo? Anything you want to add to the conversation? Anything you heard before? Probably not this, but anything you want to chime in on before?
Obviously, this is a question that a female will do. No problem, babe. This is a question that a woman would make. This is nothing but like a way to correlate. They're trying to imply if the nigga dick was little, it doesn't count. That's all they're trying to do. That's all it is, bro. Of course, body counts matter. When people say body counts, when niggas say body counts don't matter, that's a lie. Because I promise you, they wouldn't walk around with it. I mean, at least for the women that you want to be your girl or your baby mama or something. Yeah, body count better matters. If it is a hoe, you're gonna hit for the night. Of course, it doesn't matter because you're into an attachment with the hoe, right? So what they doing is like trying to correlate. It's kind of like I don't hear bitches say that if he hit with a condom, it doesn't count. I'm like, yo, stop it, man. That's whole talk right there. Only hoes will fix their mouth to say shit like that, bro. If you let them talk long enough, they will always show their face, bro.
Salute. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Anybody want to chime in?
What's the question? If body count matters?
So yeah. Anything regarding to the last clip? I believe it was a montage, and I believe some more started it off.
Body count matter? Should size matter? Should the size of a man dick matter? I'm not gonna answer that. That's who y'all need to
just
be
said it
asking.
pretty loud.
That's who y'all need to be asking.
Internalized it.
Right over there.
It's very simple, bro. A big dick nigga, he gets to do whatever he wants with that bitch. When you put a big dick on the hole, my nigga, you will have that hole rubbing Bank of American Wells Fargo, bro, if you want. Big dick nigga dictate a whole lot of a big dick nigga, he gets to be broke. He still we had that whole, you know, like on the last clip, right? That whole say that niggas, like a niggas is being taken care of from a bitch, right? She say that, right? Guess who get to do that? A big dick nigga get taken care of. You a little dick nigga, man. I don't know about that, fam. Because I know these bros never tell you this, but they all are driven by sex. All that bullshit that they talking about, emotional thought, spirituality, religions, that's cap, nigga. That's cap. They just want to be drilled to the wall and be told, shut the fuck up.
Blanco. Right. After saying all of that, how long is a big dick?
What?
Well, I don't want to touch this conversation.
How long?
Where we going right now?
As long as he wants to, as long as that whole tolerated, bro.
I cannot
answer the question.
Okay. So brother, I remember you said something on Fatty's show one time, and you said that if a man doesn't have control of a woman in the bedroom, he can't control her everywhere else.
I say that.
Way? So are all the men on the panel feel that way?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Okay.
All right. I mean, so that makes some more clip a little more palatable.
Yeah.
And applicable, because that's all she was saying is that, like, you can kind of see the indicators. Like, look behind the curtain. The people who champion this horrible behavior, the people who be like, you can't talk to her like that, or the people who they talk to all disrespectful. Like she said, you can't talk to me like that, nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck what you say to me. You don't get no respect from me because you just that type of nigga. You give me that type of energy. You don't get that. Again, they may stay away from you, but if they like what she's describing, like it's a reason she gives you this type of energy, nigga. Like, why? And I'm not one that's harping on nobody's dick size, but I just see the energy in niggas, the confidence level, the versatility, the originality, the je ne sais quoi. They ain't got it. Why? And again, you know, we all say we played sports. I was on the team in high school and college. And what happened to all of that savvy you had, all that know-how, all of that instinct? When your girl had a baby, you forgot who leading, you forgot submission, you forgot awareness and how to recognize talent, and you forgot all that after knowing it. This is why I talk the way I talk. Like, again, not to be mean, but I just see a lot of y'all niggas lying. Y'all not him. No matter how you try to cut it and shape it and size it up, but nah, you're not him, man. Like, I don't know if it's dick size, you're not controlling the bedroom, but like I said, if you listen to me in the bedroom, but you don't in the living room, in the kitchen, in the dining room, what the fuck is wrong with me? Because when I told you turn around, you was like, okay. You ain't say why. You ain't tell me it depends. When I was like, get on top, like, are you serious? You're not gonna question me in all the rest of these rooms in this house. Because I put it down. I grab your mind and I grab your body, or I grab your body and I grab your mind. Like, we know how this shit goes. For 5 years, we've been here talking. I don't care if nobody hears us. It doesn't change the fact. 5 years, remedial ass conversations, and people are really acting like, oh, that was enlightening. You just said some shit. No, somebody said that shit 5 years ago. And I don't mean me. It would be any of the content creators that been out here talking. But to act like these conversations, like this is new information we're getting, you're lying. To act like the solutions are not in the problems, you're lying. You got a big back, stop eating so fucking much. You fuck everything and you're getting bad results, stop doing that. Shit ain't rocket science. But when you want to try to deflect and make it everybody else's problem while nobody would like to be around you for a long period of time, that's on you. And you could tell me you like being by yourself, but why when they throw people in jail, they put them in solitary and they say, get me the fuck out of here? Because nobody likes to be fucking alone. So again, you know, you guys can make up all the arguments you want and Try to deflect all you want, but it's so good loving somebody when somebody loves you back.
To the men on the panel, to the starting with Nino and move going on around. When brothers say you're not him, what does that mean to you? What is defined? How do you define him? I'm him. What is your definition of that man, that dude, that guy?
You're not him.
I said started with Nino.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Nino.
Yeah, that's basically the guy that all women want and all the men want to be, pretty much, in my opinion. That's who him is.
Okay.
Him's supposed to be a guy that got all his shit together all around.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's supposed to be at the very minimum a stable guy. His pocket's got to be right. His looks got to be up to par. You see what I'm saying? He's got to be up to par. His confidence, his personality got to be up to par. He got to get his own. I mean, either having like a, getting to the that, and also his sex game got to be up to par too. Because that female don't determine that. Females just happen to be the byproduct of all of that. Because females gonna come automatically.
Kyle.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of been said. I don't want to piggyback, but him is definitely somebody that has it all together. Definitely can lay it down in the bed. Definitely can bring the bread home. Definitely can cook if she can't. He got a spiritual sense. He leading his household. His children look at him like he him. His woman look at him like he him. The community, and he walk in the room, and shit starts to move around. And it's confidence. It's a different confidence and conceit are very close. They're cousins, but they're different. Confidence is knowing you're good, and conceit is saying you're good. And I learned a long time ago. I listened to a motherfucker just start running off of I can do this and I can do that. That's why I'm kind of real humble when we started the thing off about rating yourself. If I really want to be honest, I know what I wanted to say. You know what I mean?
Kyle.
No, but I I think everybody knows who him is, and him really don't even say that. There's no real confident.
That's no fact.
You understand? No real confident man is ever gonna say, "I'm him." And if I hear a man say that shit, I'm judging.
You know who let you know who's him? The people around you. They don't even have to tell you.
100%.
You are the one who's gonna get the calls. Hey, bro, what you think about this? Hey, bro, I'm thinking about doing this. What you think about that? Hey, bro, can I hold $5,000 real quick? I'll get you back in next month, whatever. I got this going on. You see what I'm saying? When you start being the point guard of whatever circle you on, even it also applies with your family, your cousins, your mom, your sister. When you start being like a pretty much, not necessarily the coach, but like the people that people just call, that they let you know that without telling you.
Yeah. So let's go on to the next one, the flip it and reverse it. So how many saw the thing that happened with Mr. Organic and that young lady on
Yeah, I've seen that shit.
Okay, so we're going to talk about that. So okay. Mr. Organic, did he do what men say women do? Let's look at the clip so y'all can figure out what I'm talking about. I'm going to flip it on you guys now.
When the man opens up, when he really opens up, don't you use what he said when he was open to prove a point when you want to win an argument. You will never hear the full story from us ever again.
Your money, basically, but at some point she's probably gonna want money. Notice, right? If he's a billionaire, half of that, she's gonna be set for life.
For sure.
I don't think there's anything he can do.
No, yeah,
the jig is up.
Hey,
just step Even if you had a prenup, something like that, a judge might still be like,
you know what? Because it's public. What the? Hey, wait, what? Wait, stop! Wait, what?
So I'll put the link to the full video where you can see the whole fight. So Mr. Organic and this young lady who's a porn star had a back and forth, and he said something that kind of triggered her. So I was trying to figure out, like, where in the world did all this come from? Like, because she was just going off for, like, why? Because she just, he said something, and then he was like, your mama, and then he says, at least my mama raised me or protected me, right? And right then, I just watched her body language. She shifted, like everything in her shifted. Come to find out, 8 months ago, Mr. Organic did an interview with her. And she disclosed some very intimate things that happened to her as a child to Mr. Organic. That wasn't on the show. That was in private. And in order for him to get back at her on that panel, he brought that up on the panel, and that's what triggered her. So that goes back to the point of the first clip. Men say we don't talk to women or tell them our intimate details because they would turn around and use it against us to win an argument or to get over. Do you think that Mr. Organic turned around and did the same thing?
He definitely did. And I actually seen it. I have a weird relationship with this guy. I like him for some reasons, but I really don't like him. You know what I'm saying? And that right there was definitely it was some bitch shit to trick. I think that girl, she was like 26.
Yeah.
And he's a grown ass. I'm just getting tongue tied, like. But that's definitely not all men. I think people trigger people, women and men play games and trigger people. It's not no one particular sex over the other. But like in that particular moment, he definitely knew what he was doing. He tried to make it seem what's that? Is that gaslighting?
Yeah.
Not really.
No.
Not really. But no,
Did
that's passive.
Did we say that's gaslighting? No, because
yeah, gaslighting is try to make somebody seem like they crazy when they
right. Yeah.
But,
I mean, she just used he used her vulnerabilities against her. Right. Like that was an intimate detail that she disclosed to him, and then he turns around and uses it against her for shock value, for argument points, whatever the case may be. But that was just a little insensitive. What do you think?
Right. That's the point of what I'm trying to get at, because like at the first one with the pastor was talking about how, and we hear it on the panels, like, this is why we don't tell women this and we don't tell women that, because it's the stereotype that women will take it and use it against you. And here in this instance, something so intimate that she shared with him about her being touched as a child and her mother didn't protect her, he used that against her on a public platform.
Yeah. I mean, I do believe it's human nature. Yeah. I do agree with Carlo and say that it's human nature. There are tendencies that rely in some people more than others, but you chalk that up to just people. And I think that's where the judgment kind of is warranted. You got to see what people do with this intimate information. How long is it going to take for me to maybe not do something you want me to do, and we quote unquote fall out, and the degrees you go to? Like, these are things that help us form relationships, and that's why they can't be formed overnight. And again, like, this is why people don't stay together. Like, to see someone fight against the world, fight against insensitivities and proclivities, and they're like, that takes a lot. So I can absolutely understand why some people are just not up for it, but it's a unique thing to see, and it's the proof in the pudding, because this is where they kind of see our masculinity is from that testament of time. How the fuck she gonna know what you've been going up against if you only been with her for a year? Like before the baby was born, y'all broke up. She can't see how insensitive this shit is to you. You could tell her, but it's a little different than her like seeing it. Like, all right, I see what they doing to you. Like, you see this shit? Like, this is no coincidence. This shit is deliberate, but we gonna continue to push through. And I think that's where a lot of us we don't have that stop, that equity in our ladies. They ain't seen us go through shit. She ain't seen you on your team when you was on there. She ain't seen you at work. You in there. You don't see what you see. Where's the proof for the pudding? So it's a little hard to kind of fall in line when you don't see where this person is unique and where they shine at. So.
Nino?
Yeah, the thing is, I don't think it's like a thing where only women will do it. I think men, there's two things. Men are kind of vulnerable with women when it comes to that. And two, women actively seek out for men to be, vulnerable and open up. So that's why men need that warning that, hey, man, don't do that. Because when you do that and she get mad at you, she's going to throw it right back in your face. I mean, we already know you shouldn't probably tell every man your vulnerable stuff, but some guys need that wisdom to know, hey man, if you better be sure before you open up to just any woman. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Yeah. Poppy?
Yeah, that's kind of messed up right there. Usually for the most part, men are way better equipped to hold other people's secrets, right? We are better, and that's not even close across the board. But the thing is that you got to look. What we just look at like about 3 minutes ago with what's the guy name? The guy
Mr.
on the
Organic. Mr. Organic,
right?
Yeah.
You gotta understand these people is like goddamn content creators, right? So they're going to do some clown shit just to get some ratings and views. He know what the hell he was doing. Did you, Red? Did you actually watch the clip where Hunger told him that she was touched as a child?
It's actually on his page. He put it on membership only. So yeah, because
on his Patreon or membership only.
Yeah. How I came across it is because Fresh Prince CEO did another live about the live, right?
Okay. He was reacting to it.
Yeah, so he mentioned that 8 months ago that they know each other. So because they met 8 months ago, so I went snooping and found that there was they did that interview, and then Fresh went into more detail about she not only did that to Mr. Organic, but to another guy as well. So yeah, but she revealed some things to him while they were talking and stuff. And so,
but hold on, Wayne. The reason I'm asking you, did she reveal it like on a live stream or just on some one-on-one private conversation?
They had you know how like we talking in the back kind of thing. The cameras are on, but it's not on.
Oh, okay.
Everybody just sitting around, chop, and she
some private in a way type thing, pretty much.
Yeah, it's semi-private, but not private because everybody else was around too.
Yeah, man, but you see, like that nigga, he's a clown. You know what I mean? He's a clown because he's doing that for ratings. He was trying to provoke that girl, right? Saying something because, and that's why that's no man activity right there.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I say. Most men, because nothing is 100%. Most men ain't gonna get out like that. Even if you don't like, listen, I deal with a lot of girls, right? Plenty of girls have told me crazy wild shit. They don't send me naked pictures, all kind of shit. Never in life thought about just quote unquote exposing their shit just because I fall out with them. You know what I mean? because I don't think a man got a bit. I don't think I got any business doing that. To me, that's some clown shit right there.
Yeah,
that's some clown shit right there. That's some clown shit right there, man. And you know, people be desperate for once you get a taste of this social media shit, yo. You want to go viral by any means necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what a lot of these clowns do. Yeah. Go ahead, sorry. Go ahead.
No. I peeped something out with him. I seen something last week. I saw something last week. I was checking him out as far as like his. I do like his setup as far as like his backdrop when he's shooting. So I was like watching some stuff, and I watched one clip with this girl. I forgot the girl name. I don't think I had enough. You know, she wasn't special to retain, but it was a chick that he had talked to off camera. You could tell, and she was definitely about it. He be acting like he about it, like a lot of bras and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But really, she didn't expose him. But like I think his producer, they was kind of like talking. This wasn't even like this was kind of like some B-real type shit. They was just talking, and she was like, he not really like that. She was like, when we had conversations, she was like, there's a persona like for the camera, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, when it's like one-on-one or whatever, he really not like I'm telling you, I think this. I'm telling you, and I ain't got no problem with nobody, but I think he playing for the other team because.
My God! Look, she did say that. She was like, he like getting, you know.
But I don't know. But I'm saying
he like get his booty leg, and he said he opened up his leg like a crab. So
yeah, I heard that. But that was on that show. That was on that, and that was wild.
Hey, yo, that's crazy.
So he was like open up like a crab.
Yeah.
Wait. Who like his booty? A man said that they like their booty lick.
Yeah, Mr. Organic.
He was
Mr. Organic.
He was saying he was talking shit. So he was like, I'm about to go take a shit right now and then come back and let you eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there like, even as a character, I'm like, that's the character you trying to portray. I don't give a damn. Fuck ratings. Like, sheesh. You can have an alter ego, but goddamn.
That's how. Listen, man. Any man that partake on those activities, man, he's suspect, man. A man got absolutely no business to bending over, opening his leg to get his booty licked. That's gay activity. I don't care what people say.
That's a whole fact. That's
crazy. I don't care what people say, fact. Anything to do with ass pleasure for a man that's at the bare minimum suspect, I call it gay.
I cannot. Oh, I actually have the clip of him saying that he likes to get his butt. He likes to get his booty licked.
Hey,
brother, you remember that's when I asked your guys, do y'all like to get y'all booty licked?
Yeah,
that was great. That was on the clip.
Just think about it, Ray. A nigga got to bend over and arch his back like a bitch, or open his leg like a bitch. Either way, you gay.
He said he liked to open his leg like the Boston crab. Yeah.
Either way, that's homo activity, yo. Listen, man, I don't care what. Like I said, and I know people will. Well, if it's a woman doing it, you're not. Nah, nigga, you gay, bro. I'm sorry, you gay. I'm sorry, you gay. Nothing's supposed to be going on that area, bro. Nothing.
Ooh. Speaking of,
I approve that message.
I saw something. Speaking of stuff up your butt. Okay, here we go.
Hey.
Well. What do we have here? Just can't make this up. You really can't. Looks like this patient came into the ER with complaints of abdominal pain, rectal bleeding. Patient was intoxicated, and he did admit to fooling around at a party. Says a party. He was unsuccessful getting this object out, and upon ultrasound and x-ray, turns out he had a can of hairspray without the cap up the butt. I bet that was cold. Maybe it tickled. After about an hour and a half, the object was removed. Patient woke up and went home.
You the devil. That's some nasty shit, Ray. I don't know what the fuck you doing.
Yeah,
Ray, next time you show a video like that, I'm unsubscribing. I'm unsubscribing from your black ass.
I was trying to
do
make
that bullshit when you having shows with your girlfriends or something, man.
I'm talking to the men tonight. Y'all like putting some of your booty.
But
nah.
Everybody on this panel.
That's crazy.
Actually, what do you want us to say?
I don't want y'all to say nothing. Y'all was talking about the men, you know.
I don't even think that's real. There is no possible way that can be real.
No, that is absolutely real. Matter of fact, Kyle, was you on the panel when Kaya told us because she was the nurse and she told a story about the man came there with the water bottle up his booty? Oh,
come on, bro.
Yes. Remember that?
I know.
I was there.
Yo, Red. A water bottle, bro. Come on, son.
Yes.
Nah. I know behind that, bro.
For real.
That sounds brutal.
I mean, you know, I got a question. We're gonna flip and reverse it.
Let's go.
Heavy D, overweight lover.
The Bundidily D?
Are you healthy? Are you at a healthy weight? How much do you weigh?
Damn.
I got my scale right behind
Because you know, the brothers are saying, you know, us women's is too big around here. So I want to know, are you at it?
Damn, that's crazy.
I'm about to go see. Hold up.
Go ahead, Cal. Get him, Carlo.
Get on Kyle.
Get him, Carlo.
Scale right here.
That's crazy. I weigh 145. I'm around 6'1". So
Okay. Poppy?
Yeah, I'm only 6 feet tall. Man, I'm only 172.
All right,
Yeah,
Kyle.
I'm a slim guy.
Yeah, I got brother exactly by a buck. I'm 245.
How tall are you, Kyle?
I'm 5'11", 5'11" and a half, some shit like that.
So you know how you be going on? We watch Kendra G and the women be up there, and they be like, you know, like they be like big backs and stuff, and they be talking about how they want, you know, certain type of men and stuff, and then we be cracking jokes like, "Oh my God, no." So we're gonna flip it and reverse it because I saw something. Here we go.
No, because it's getting out of hand now. Is anybody worried about their health? Is anybody worried about waking up the next motherfucking morning? At this point. Get me some napkins.
What's your name?
Ari.
I got a quick question for you, Ari. What is one thing you just don't stand about men?
I hate when they're insecure and they don't go to the gym.
Should she look a certain way?
Well, I work out. I'm not super fit. I work out. I'm not physically super 100%, like in that, that super chiseled frame, but I really don't want something that's super, super heavy. I just don't like super heavy because I can't lift you up. If I can't lift you up, I'm not really making your day. Yeah, Kendra, I don't want something I can't lift up. I mean, for real. I'm treating them out of a good time. At least be about 175 or lower. And then we can have a good time. Is that too much to ask for?
So weigh as much as one of your arms.
No, I mean 175 isn't really. It's not too big. Let's do the Kendrick cam.
Okay.
I mean,
So, brothers, we talk mad trash about the women that are overweight, talking about they want a man that's slim and all this kind of stuff, whatever.
Right.
Flip and reverse it. What about the men though?
I mean, it's not the same, Ray. But I will advise men, right? I mean, for example, like me, I'm a slim guy, and my entire family, we all slim, tall niggas, tall, dark, slim guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's not the same, right? Double standards exist for a reason, right? A man should be trying to be healthy. Don't get it twisted, because you want to live longer. You know what I mean? You want to be able to see your kids and then your grandkids, and if you're lucky, possibly your great grandkids. That's like a stretch in the great grandkids part, but you want to be able to see your grandkids at least, right?
Yeah.
So you should be concerned about your health, right? But you cannot do what about the man part, because the number one part with the women picking a man is his ability for him to like provide, protect, you know what I mean, take care of you and stuff like that. His looks really is not really high on. Yeah, that's what I'm using the words that most women say on the internet. Mm-hmm. They're looking for a guy that is gonna provide for them, right? Their looks doesn't have to be like the number one or two priority, right? Now it doesn't work the same for women. For women, it's all about your beauty, pretty much. Your morals, your integrity, how you carry yourself, and your looks. So technically, the one that has to be pretty in the relationship, pretty much, is you.
Mm. So what do you say when like he is clearly obese, right?
Yes.
But then he's going to say, I don't want a woman that's over 175 pounds.
What's wrong with that?
And that's why everybody. That's why I can't.
So he don't want a woman that's disciplined, Poppy.
He is a man, right? Like I say, he should be able to strive to be in a way better healthier weight, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, we don't play by the same rules, boss. We just
I hear that. Yeah, but that's why I asked you, do you think he wants a woman that has discipline? Do you think he wants his woman to be a disciplined woman?
Absolutely right.
But
how could he require that when he's not disciplined enough to regulate what he puts in his fucking mouth?
Right.
Because his number one priority is whenever he find that woman, if he find her, the one, how much you say she got to weigh, like a 185, something like that, 175?
Less than 175.
Whenever he finds her, his priority should be, can he provide for the woman and provide provide everything, whatever that woman requires. Right. There's plenty of women that like them kind of big guys around here, bro. You'll be surprised.
Yeah, I get that, but the point is, we flipping it, right? Flipping and reversing it. When the women that are heavier say they don't want a heavy man, they are tasked with, because you're a heavy woman, you have to get a heavy man. So on Kendra, she was saying, if you are a heavy man, but you don't want no heavy woman, that doesn't make sense, because when women come up that's heavy, and they don't want a heavy man, but you say she can only get a heavy man because she's heavy.
I'm gonna say this.
That's the double. Oh, 1 second, boss. I'm sorry, and I'm not sure. Sorry. That's the double standards.
Right. Exactly.
That's the double standards, and the double standard is not going to work in reverse. That just know how it is. Now, if a big ass girl get in there talk about she don't want a big ass man, that's not gonna go well for her, because men are visual, and her primary stuff for her to be is to be fit, because of health reaching, also for her to like be able to carry kids and all that bullshit, right? It's not gonna work the same for the men. if the man is big, which is it shouldn't, like I said, he should still be strived to be in a very in a much healthier way.
Mm-hmm.
If his pockets is right, his finances is right, his life is right. Like if that's the only thing wrong with him, then just the weight, he's good to go pretty much. Doesn't work the same for a woman, in my opinion. I might be wrong. I don't know.
Anybody else?
No, I'm definitely not mad at what you said. I would absolutely agree. I just speak to a whole nother level of it. It's the discipline for me. It's the lack of leadership. Again, you can try to tell me whatever you want, but when I see you're obese, the people in your house are obese, you guys can't, have the discipline to not eat the sugar and not eat the salt and not eat the fried shit and not eat all of the horrible food. Like that's where I wave my flag at. It's not about how big you actually are. It's not about the hair you don't have on your head. It's about the lack of discipline. It's the lack that you don't have the knowledge to go ahead and reverse what you put in motion. Nobody else put this in motion. This ain't healthy. This is not longevity. Again, I don't see it any different from somebody that shoots a gun or is a gangbanger. Like, that's a choice. Your daddy chose to go out in the street, rob people, shoot guns, whatever the case may be. And I would say the same thing to an obese person's child. Your daddy chose Big Macs and cheese on everything and bacon on everything. And that's why they're no longer here, because the end result is they're no longer here. I'm not speaking to nothing about preference or who you want to sleep with, or again, just because you sleeping with fat people makes them acceptable. I don't care about all of that. I care about health, the type of example we give to these little ones, and how incongruent it is to tell people to eat healthy and you should be more considerate of your health. But when a fat person is next to us eating Krispy Kreme, we like, you can eat whatever you want. It's all good. It's not all fucking good. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with everything you say, boss.
Genetically, for me, I've been able to, I can straddle whatever fence I've been Little Luther and Big Luther. You understand what I'm saying? And I pick and choose when I want to do it. And it's on purpose. I know the things that stop. When I want to get a certain type of weight, I know what to eat. When I want to come down, I know what to abstain from. I have a PCP. I have a my chart. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those brothers that has a cardiologist, has a nephrologist, you know what I'm saying? And utilize them. My weight, when it came to women, even as right now, you understand? Like there is, so when me personally, when I was slim, because I was frail at one point, when I was slim, I tend to like thicker women. When I got thicker myself, I like thinner women. And I don't know what Kendra's talking about, but that's actually the natural. And the crazy thing is, when I was dealing with thinner women, like they wanted, if they called me teddy bear or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's what they wanted. And when I was slimmer, it was a reason why thicker women wanted me. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I've been able to straddle that fence, me personally. You know what I'm saying? And I still can, and I still do it. Even though I'm 245, I just look right now. I know I carry it well. I know that much. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not sloppy. I know I'm heavy, but not fat at all. So, but some of these people you were just showing in this clip, that's fat. Like that's obese. All of them, the women and the men, and it's saying, and it was asinine to me to hear, some of this stuff. When I say I was thick and I like thinner women, I'm still mean. Like I was like 225, you know what I'm saying? And I like somebody that was 150, or 125, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not like I'm 400 and I'm saying I want somebody that's 90 pounds. That's like asinine. That's
because y'all remember when Lizzo was heavier and she liked the actor, the small actor, and everybody was like, child, you crazy because you too big, So I was just looking at the double standard with that, because they don't say that when the man is like too big.
But slim men like some slim, some. Let me put it like that. Some slim men love thick women. That's not for me no more. I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Lizzo, she can definitely want who she want. And with a woman with a bag, it's almost like the flip, like the reverse. A man with a bag that's thick. And I hate to say this. I'm about to say this. In Baltimore, where I'm, you know, and brother know, and so do you, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying like that was a poison that everybody used to feel like they wanted a man that was like thick because that was a symbol of getting money. You know what I mean? That's a symbol that you at the moles and you eating steaks and all of this. And when I moved to Atlanta and I moved to Charlotte and I used to go to Florida, I used to be like, this shit ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because there's other women that I like and I want to, you know what I'm saying, represent something else. So that's the reason, another reason why I probably straddle the fence, because I've been in environments where there's like model types, and I've been in an environment where the eating is poor as shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know the difference. And
yeah. So I'm glad we got Poppy up here, right? Because Poppy said he's a playboy and stuff, right?
I'm a virgin.
You know, good.
Let's go. Let's go.
Poppy, you know you lying. Okay. We listen to me.
Go ahead, accuse me. Go ahead, put a case on me. Go ahead, Ray.
I just got questions. Okay. So the third person on our thumbnail is Dr. Umar, right?
Oh shit, no, Umar.
We're gonna talk about something Dr. Umar is doing, right? I got questions. If men complain about stanky coochie, but y'all
when that woman, after gummy bearing my Shango stick, that woman took off her underwear, and I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, and I don't mean no disrespect to feminine energy. When she took her underwear off, brothers and sisters, she smelled like something crawled up inside of her and died. She smelled like an old fish tank. You ever smell a fish tank that somebody ain't cleaned in like 2 years? That's what she smelled like when she took off those funky ass drawers. Her drawers were so old and so funky that I thought it was a wife beater. That's how stretched out her drawers was. Her drawers were so old and so funky, I thought her underwear was a slingshot. Her drawers were so funky and so stank, brothers and sisters, that I thought it was a wife beater, brothers and sisters. And I don't mean no disrespect. She needs a baptism. She needs a deep cleanse. She needs an exorcism. I think she got demons living in that bat cave. I think she got demons living in that bat cave, brothers and sisters. So when she said, it's my turn, after she got finished swallowing the Shango, she said, it's my turn. And I'm sitting there and I'm saying to myself, how do I get out of this? Because it ain't no way under God's heaven that King Kong consciousness face, nose, tongue, lips, ears, or hairline is going anywhere near that cootie cat. Brothers and sisters, listen.
I just got questions because he said that they had sex multiple times, right? And then she went on Tasha K's, and she gave the deep detail about sexual things. So I just got questions. Y'all talking about the coochie stinky, but y'all still be
No, that's Dr. Umar still, because Kylo ain't hitting shit. As soon as that's Dr. Umar. For him to say after she swallowed a Shondo and then say, like, no, nigga, the minute I'm telling you one thing, when the pants crack, I'm smelling it off the top, and that's where it will go or stop. We not do, because I'm telling you mentally, because sex is mental. I ain't gonna be swallowing no Shondo because I'm not even gonna get hurt. Immediately, I smell funk. Immediately, it's right.
He dies. There you go.
I don't know. I don't believe you.
No, hold on. I take the arrows for the brother, man. Listen, every man have come across to some stinky ass pussy in their path. It's going to happen. It's impossible not to, unless you only fuck with one bit with that one girl, and God bless you, that girl pussy never sting. That's a good thing, actually, right? When you like you go by stages, right? When you like a teenager, maybe early 20s, you will be you got too much testosterone. You might fuck through some goddamn stinky pussy. I did that before when I was like 17, 18, right? Once you get older, once you pass 20, that shit is out the window, man. You know what I mean? That's out the window. As soon as that pussy stink, your dick die. It goes both ways. And it's usually when you hold on. I'm giving you the stages so you can understand.
Go ahead.
As soon as you bend that woman over and you take those deep stroke, that second stroke, and that smell just hit you in your face, it's over. It is over, yo, when that smell comes through, right? You know what you're gonna turn around and say? That's it. And you're gonna be, as a good guy that you are, yes, baby, I just nutted. No, your pussy smell like death, baby. You know what I mean? Your shit smell like death. Somebody die over there. Right? Umar is too.
Umar is stinky. Y'all be hitting the BBLs. Y'all be saying BBL stink. Y'all
God damn.
That's more like that's a lie, man. I never heard that before. I
fuck with clean women. Period. Flat out in the discussion.
Yeah. I'm in my 30s right now, man. I'm in my 30s, man.
I value, but goddamn it.
Yeah, I'm in my 30s, so if that ever come across me, like nah, son. Like I even though that 30 is not in my mid 30s, not too old. I'm too old to even go down that path, man. Here puts this thing. Hey, baby, man, we're gonna call this one. We're gonna call this one early. I see you another day, man. Matter of fact, go to the doctor, yo. Something die over there. Umar, yo, listen. Umar is too old for that, bro. I don't understand. I mean, it's good for people that do content for Umar talk like that because you fit in the streets. You fit in the YouTube streets, right? Because that shit is a viral clip. I think Umar Johnson is hilarious, bro. That nigga is funny as shit. But you're too old, man. I think by him addressing that woman having her pussy stinky as hell, if I was him, I would have done it. Because now you force that ugly ass bitch, because now we find out she's ugly as shit. We find out she's fat as hell. Nick, now Umar, yo, I ain't gonna hold you, man. I'm expecting Umar to be fucking with some good looking ladies, man. Umar is a star on the fucking internet. Umar is a big name. Umar, he should be fucking some good, pretty women, yo. Did y'all see that what the women look like?
I would think they would be pretty women, but they're not.
Yo, that woman looked like the lunch lady at the elementary school at my daughter's school.
That's what I'm saying.
So let me say this. I got a love-hate relationship with Umar. I really do. Because he's supposed to be, he's not following in the footsteps of no W.E.B. Du Bois, or you know what I'm saying, like to be the prince of Pan-Africanism, to be talking like that is fucking nuts to me. For him to self-proclaim. But anyway, at the same time, you have to have value. Men have to have value. I teach all my boys. I got 5 children, 3 are sons, and you know what I'm saying, they different ages. And we've been had these conversations, and they know they clean. We clean men, and we got to deal with clean women. But when you see somebody, we talking about looks, a woman, and sis, no, women watch you very closely. They watch your mannerisms. They watch how you deal with the public. They watch how you deal with your money. I mean, when you don't even think they watching, they watching. So at the end of the day, you gotta be clean. You know, I mean, they come in they go to your bathroom and look at your products. You understand what I'm saying? If you have some or you don't have any, Because
Teddy
you,
got
huh?
Teddy got
Come
a
on,
whole
somebody. I feel like I'm preaching. Come on, somebody. Like,
Hey, I'll do you one better, Cal.
go ahead. What's
Her
up?
car. Just look at the inside of her car. That tells the tale right there. That's the
Women's
start. That's the
cars
beginning.
always.
Let's go, Poppy.
Don't you pull that picture up, but
Let's go, Poppy.
I can't really say too much because it'd be a lot of people watching.
The car.
Don't get
Listen, the
yourself in
car.
trouble, bro. Don't you get yourself in trouble, bro.
Hey, Ted, that shit ain't changed, man.
Don't do it. Don't get in trouble, bro.
You look inside her car. You look inside her car. That tells the tale. Then when you go to her house, her kitchen, bro. The kitchen's supposed to be a woman's sanctuary.
the kitchen and the bathroom.
Bathroom. If I see the bathroom, if the bathroom filthy,
yeah,
hey, I'm out.
Yes.
I'm out.
Yeah.
And the bathroom, look, the bathroom can be messy for a woman for the simple fact that y'all do your not dirty, messy. I want everybody to understand that it's a big difference.
Yeah.
Messy meaning like you might have all that bullshit that y'all be doing with your hair, the makeup shit, a bunch of hair ties. That can be on the counter. I ain't got no problem with as long as that shit is clean. I'm a nitpick, yo.
You actually draw to you what you are. I promise you. This is a guy, as far as I'm concerned, is a fucking fact. Because I only see clean whips. I don't want to do too much. But I'm just saying, like, I only see clean every motherfucking thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, and just in the meeting and the dating and the intimacy and checking my shit out and me checking your shit.
So
like,
are you saying that Umar is stinky? That's why he getting stinky coochie?
yo, let me tell you something. I said birds of a feather, goddamn it. Flock together. Because it's not even, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm definitely not on no bullshit. I'm definitely not on no I ain't on no bullshit. I'm sucking some real shit. I know the time I came across them, and I know the mentality that I had at that time. I know where I was at as a man, and that's what the fuck I was drawn to me. I know what is kind of evident. Forget what anybody thinks on the outside. I know what's evident to me when all I see is a specific type of thing. Yeah. Continuously. So if he's coming across that shit.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Look, I done came across some swamp moss in my day. And I had to send that first I had to say a couple of Hail Marys over that stink ass, man, because I done came across a few bad ones. And the funny thing is they be baddies with bad ass.
And Ted, haven't you took them into the shower and washed them yourself?
You know what's crazy, bro?
Let's get in the shower.
I've always been of the mindset if I have to wash you, that means there's other levels of dirt on you. I can't touch you. I can't touch you. If I have to help you wash, that means you're dirtier than even the layers that I'm gonna help wash off you. So now we can't touch. I can't do it. I can't. I done walked away from a couple of them because one of them, I swear to God, man, smelled like mace. I was like, hey, babe, look, I don't know what's going on with you, but I don't fuck pepper spray. So we're gonna have to walk away from you, and we're not gonna do it. No, so yeah, I didn't.
Out of there, what you gotta go?
It's crazy. I told sis, and I had one that kind of tried to mix the shit with Egyptian musk Muslim oil. Damn. Like, what the fuck are you thinking?
Yeah. Yo, he said she was trying to get you spiritually.
That shit was crazy. Like, that shit had my room smelling crazy. Like, girl, you gotta go. And it still had the place smelling wow. Like, to try to mix that is just diabolical work. So, protect yourself at all times, fellas.
Absolutely. Don't put it in the blender, man, because that's what you're doing at that point. You're putting it in the blender and hitting frappe.
Mr. He said, was that like a on your late teens, early 20s situation right there?
Yeah, it was teenage, late.
There
teens.
you go. You see, just like I told you earlier, man, it happens, man. Once you pass 20 something, 21, 22, chances are most niggas be like, man, I ain't good. I mean, at least me. I'm like, I'm good, baby. It ain't that serious. I just go to sleep. It ain't that deep.
What happens is when you run into one of them at 50.
That problem, that's a chronic problem, and you should call a veterinarian because not even a doctor can fix that. You need a veterinarian for that one.
And
You need a
CPS too,
shot.
because that's an unhealthy environment.
That's rabies. She got rabies on her pussy, bro.
I got two more. So I'm gonna flip it in reverse on y'all. I saw something first. I was like,
Abso-fucking-lutely not.
You the devil.
If you ever even think about biting the other end of my hot dog while I'm eating it, we swinging, and that's it. That's it. It ain't nothing to talk about. I'm throwing punches and I'm landing all of them.
But you know what's crazy, boss?
What's
know what's crazy? That's very normal for white boys. That's how white boys get down, bro.
I know.
White boys,
yeah,
bro. White boys got like the gayest games on planet Earth, bro. Listen, you don't have to take my word. Watch every comedy white movie. It's always some gay shit. Like they be putting they be putting their balls on their homie forehead when one of them is asleep and take a picture of it. They be finger popping each other like yo. That's why I don't like. That's why I don't really like white comedy movies because I know for a fact it's gonna be some gay shit in there somewhere.
Damn.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I saw the moment it registered in your brain what he just said. Like, hold the fuck up. Wait a minute.
No, for real. Think about it. If you watch those movies like Super Bad, what's the other one? The one they were like the Sigma guys and all that shit, right? With Seth Rogen. They always they always got some gay shit that go like borderline gay. Let's just say borderline gay shit. You know what I mean? For them, that's fun. That's fun, yo, for them.
do you think that I know we had shows like back in the day, right? But do you think that it's being pushed even more? Like for me, I feel like you can't even watch cartoons without that being.
Yeah, I mean, look, they done made Bert and Ernie gay, so the sky's the limit at this point. You know, so I think that the thing is, I don't mind somebody's lifestyle if that's the lifestyle you want to live, but when you try to push it in my face, I mean, so you don't push heterosexuality. You just who we are. We wake up that way. I'm not pushing my relationship in your face. I'm walking with my wife. I'm walking with my girlfriend, but we're not trying to push what we do in the bedroom in your face. And so that's where a lot of the issues and the problems come, where it's like you have to basically like ring this alarm that everybody needs to know what's happening. And then you want to put it on television, you want to put it in cartoons, and now you got cereal boxes that are LGBTQ, so you can't even have cereal. I can't even, you know. Yeah, they have cereal boxes that were special for LGBTQ, so they may be Fruit Loops. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Good Lord Jesus, no, he did. Exact Fruit Loops.
I personally think I think that whole shit is twofold. I think one part is a way for old white men to come out the closet. As long as you push that shit out in the general public and everybody's doing it, that makes it more cooler for them to do it now. That's one angle. The other angle is fucking population control. The more gay motherfuckers are, the more man stops creating babies and shit. Flat out.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? They didn't try to kill us. And I am a conspiracy theorist. They already killed off so many motherfuckers with COVID. You know what I'm saying? And I think the gay shit on the other side is just a narrative of pushing because it cuts down on pregnancy.
Yeah.
Flat out.
So here's Here's another flip it and reverse it. So they always talking about the women's having multiple babies, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they had like the baby daddies, you know, and like 5 kids and 18 baby daddies and stuff. Let's flip it. I saw something. I want y'all to see something.
Hey, Kenny Murray, how many kids do you have?
I have 60 daughters and 48 sons.
48 sons and 60 daughters. How many grands you got?
I got 168.
168.
Y'all be talking about the baby mamas. What about these baby daddies? He got 68.
You say 60, like 60.
68 grandkids.
I talked about that not too long. Not him, but I talked about that shit. Man can produce. I can have a child. I can impregnate a motherfucker every week.
Every 3 hours.
Y'all think about that.
Yeah,
One man, all those babies, all those children.
Right.
Red, in my channel, I reacted to 3 guys in Memphis, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Between those 3 guys, they have 80 kids.
Yeah.
Between those 3 guys. It was another guy in Birmingham, Alabama, by himself. He had 33 kids with 26 girls. In a little ass town, in a country ass town in Alabama, somewhere in Birmingham. Right? At that point, can you blame the guy? I ain't gonna hold you, Ray. I cannot do it, man. That's kind of like a female problem because, especially in a little ass town like Birmingham, Alabama, right? Whatever town, I don't know if it was Birmingham, but I know it was somewhere in Alabama. So those towns are super little, extremely little.
Right.
They got like 1 Walmart, 1 gas station, 1 Target. They lucky, right? Yo, as all those girls knew how Buddy was getting down. And the ultimate decision of the baby coming to this world is your decision, pretty much. A woman, right? After baby mama number 3, 4, 5, come on, bro. Come on, fam. That nigga, you already know how he's getting down.
Right.
Me personally, I have 5 children, about 4 women. I do. And I'm gonna tell you right now, after the first, you would have thought maybe the second was like, or after the second, the third would have been like, I don't know. Or after the third, the fourth would have. If I would have chose to keep going, I probably could have. But the thing is, children of a certain age can help, and that's. I come from. My mom was one of 9. My father was one of 13. Like I come from big family. And the thing I know is, and everybody that's on this panel, and we all come from big family. We're gonna stop playing. Like at the end of the day,
My
once you have a child,
got 13 kids.
Yeah, once you have a child that's 12 years old, that child is helping with the baby. That 12-year-old eventually turns 16, and then it's like some other kids around that age, and they help them with the young. Because you let my oldest tell it, she feels, but she's crazy, but she feels like she's raised my other children. You know what I'm saying? But she was definitely pivotal in there. It's like somebody had to take care of you for you to feel this way. I can call my daughter right now. She's gonna tell y'all she raised all my children. But it's like, who was taking care of you? Right. So I'm just saying, but that's how the families from back in the day, that's how that shit was. My mom, her older sisters, it just tricked. So all these people that got 20 kids and 30 kids, it's not just like, and even financially, at some point, the ones that's 16, 17, 18, 19, they go to work. You only actually raise, like, it's only tough for about a good 15 fucking years. Really.
So what do you guys think about the man that has all these kids are praised, but a woman that has a lot of kids are demonized?
That was standards.
Yeah. And
that
I'm not sure that
they're
really. I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, boss. I'll be talking too much. Go ahead, boss. Go ahead.
No, for me, I don't know if at this point now we're praising, these men for having all of these children now. I think it's now at a point now, like, what do you, just having kids and providing finances is not raising kids. And it'd be very difficult to raise a bunch of children, especially if they're by a bunch of different women. It's going to be, you don't have that much time in the world. How many kids did he say he had? How many?
60 daughters and 48 sons, I think.
So that's that's, you don't have you that's a lot of time to try to spread around to be able to. Some of these children are getting neglected. So I don't really, at this point now, I don't think that a lot of these guys are being praised for this now. You know, there was a time, because it was, if you had about 13, 14, 15 kids, it was by the same woman and they was all in the same house. So Pop gave as much time as he had because he was in the house with them. But when they spread all over the place, it's almost impossible to raise every last time.
But you know what, Ted?
What's up?
I was one of those guys that I had women, children by different women, but they all had my last name. And I found that to be important for me to go around and get them together. I would go to like several different houses and get them together and bring them to my house.
Right.
Unfortunately, we have this thing. You're absolutely right. All those children back in the day, everybody was raising the same. But since I had those principles, but I'm living in this modern world where the baby mamas just kind of spread out and shit. And I'm talking about, I had to drive. I remember, like, I had one of my kids' mothers had moved to Raleigh, and one was in Columbia, Maryland, the other was in Baltimore, Maryland, and I was going to Ohio, and I was actually in Miami. I drove from Miami to pick up my kids in Raleigh, came up to Baltimore, came up to Maryland, picked up the one son in Baltimore, picked up my other daughter in Columbia, and proceeded to take them to the family reunion, because it's my family reunion, you know what I'm saying, the father side. And I kept mine, and now they all in their 20s. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, my children, because it was in different households, and that was some new shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what my grandfather would have done.
Yeah.
He passed the fuck on, but that's what he would have done. And that's why, and we know we still, even though our grandparents is gone, we still hold what they said. We know what they would do. Even though I can't call my grandmother and ask her, I know what grandma would want me to do. You understand what I'm saying? We all do. So,
but you know what's different about you, brother? What's different about you? What's different about you is you were intentional in stopping at a certain point to where you understood that there was only but so much I'm going to be able to do with the 5 that I have. If you had 55 that in all different states, you know, so it's a different drive. So the thing about it is like you were intentional, and honestly, you're to be commended for what you did to take that time to spend that time with your children. But we're talking about somebody who has excess of over 20 kids, 30 kids. That once it gets to that point, it's almost impossible. And the thing is, to try to get them all in a room all the time, it may happen. That's only if the mothers get along. Because sometimes you already know that situation is a problem.
My kids joke me, even my baby mamas joke me, because I was damn near on some shorty low shit. Like, not quite, but I had a group text with my baby mothers. I did. Like, I really did. And like, and it was a continuous. I told her, I gave everybody respect, and it was so crazy. They probably was like, "What the fuck is happening?" But because they didn't even experience that, they have other kids' fathers too. You know how that shit go. But it's just because I was the one constantly trying to push that narrative. I think even like somebody like Shawty Lowe, like all his kids know him. I think he had something like 13?
Yeah, 17.
17 by what, 11 women or some shit like that?
13 kids. I mean 13 women.
But you see how now Ted is talking some real shit. I mean, you ain't talking about 30 and 40 and 50. I don't know nothing about that shit.
Yeah.
But Shawty Lowe was definitely a good. I mean, it was the most ratchet. It looked like the most ratchet hooded shit ever. But that nigga was actually stand up like a motherfucker in terms of, because all his kids knew him.
Right.
Yeah, the thing is, ideally, it's supposed to be all the kids in the same house, right? And you probably are the I only got 2 kids by the same girl, right? So the thing is, like when it gets like on some crazy numbers, I don't know what the number might be. It's near impossible for properly to care for those kids. And don't let one of them hoes, bros, my nigga, start acting up. She will throw the whole equation away. All it takes one of them not to get with the program, and next thing you know, she don't know. Baby girl over here don't know her little brothers. You see what I'm saying? And then you have to go to the whole court. I would say you're probably the exception, but you're not the rule. You know what I mean? You're not the rule, because I got homies that got multiple baby mamas, man. That shit that's one thing I was like, yo, I ain't gonna do that shit, my nigga. Them hoes, man, them niggas will go through hell, bro. You know what I mean? Because the kids become leverage now, especially when the niggas start getting with the next one. Oh, that kid becomes leverage.
But you know what? If
right?
the niggas stop doing, I'm now look, I know we all got homeboys just like yourself. They got multiple, even more than me. You're right. You're absolutely right. But the thing is, like Dame, I love Dame. I love Jay and what he contributed, but I love Dame. Dame said I hustle for my last name and not my first. That's one of the first. I took that motherfucking saying and I ran with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it means like when I had another child's mom, like I continuously, you know, even after the breakup and all of that. So when we just saying like niggas got multiple kids, it's still different between everybody. If you continue to communicate with that woman and continue to show up at the school, I was still active. I was still chaperoning school trips and all that after breakups. You know what I'm saying? And so like you don't have no motherfucking problems. What problem could you possibly have if you still handling your business?
Yes, but the problem is that most people that got 3, 4, 5 baby moms, man, you know it's going to be impossible to coordinate that shit, bro. I seen that with my own eyes, right? And then it becomes a money thing. The money gonna start thinning out, right? Because now you want. I believe that most niggas want to be good daddies, right? But now you got to throw 500 over here, 400 over there, 600 over there. You see what I'm saying? You still got to live.
But if you're a money maker, which I've been blessed, like. Some of that shit don't even equate to anything, honestly.
Start right there. Start right there, Kyle. You see? That's what I'm saying. You are that section, not the rule. Most niggas ain't going to be money maker. Because if you go through history of life, right? That's why it's a bunch of religions that allow men to have multiple wives. The Islams, the Mormons, right? You can have as multiple wives as you can take care of, right? You know why? Because the package determine that. Obviously, if you got 2, 3 wives, chances are that you're gonna have a bunch of kids with different women, right? There is no such a religion in reverse that a woman that we have 3, 4 husbands. There's no such a thing like that. So obviously, if you go through history, we know that a man can have multiple wife, girlfriend, whatever, as long as you can take care of them. That's what the rule's supposed to be.
So all right, let me say this real quick. I'm about to be. We all African, right? Mm-hmm. We all African, right? So let me say this. There was a time that we didn't have no jobs. We know jobs was created here in this country, right? So what did we do when we dealt with trade in the marketplace where we came from? And that was, and you know what I'm saying, like how many cows, how many goats, how much grain that a man had is like how much he could trade and how much he could take care. So I come from that. When we call ourselves kings and queens, then don't keep talking about kings and queens. And I ain't knocking nobody that got no job, but I'm saying like the one thing I always represented was trade. And I understood supply and demand. And I got out here and I did it at the highest level. Or no matter what it was, to take care, like not just the shit that niggas be saying, like I gotta get out here and feed my kids, man. I'm out here. No, not that shit, but the real shit. And that means that means sacrifice. When you talk about sacrifice, you talking about getting no sleep. And when you younger, you mean I don't need no motherfucker sleep. I'll be 52 in a couple of weeks, and I don't need no sleep now. I'm still getting at it. So I'm just saying, like I don't. For me, I do understand. I know I got my brother. I'm gonna keep it 100. You're absolutely right, but we gotta be honest. A lot of us is lazy as fuck. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right. I get to that bad too, bro. Trust me, I know.
So that 500 over there that you're talking about and the 500 over there, it becomes tough when you're not willing to get up and work another one. Even if you want to have a job, you need multiple income. It's never been about how much you have. It's always been about how much you can accumulate and save. It's always been about how much you can build, how much you can stack up. You ain't gotta get fresh. Some niggas do shit. We turn this show into a whole different thing. People think outside their means and just want to just have I got some tennis shoes back here because I can fucking afford them. And I had 2 grown kids last week and I sent them Cashapps out. And they ain't do nothing to me at all financially. It was like, and I don't want to I ain't tooting my own horn. I'm just saying it can be fucking done. And I know it can be done because I've done it. And I digress. I'm landing that plane.
60-something kids is a lot, man. I don't know what the bill at Chili's look like.
I was about to ask you, I was like, brother, so you so like, what is your
how much is the bill at Chili's for? What is it? 120-something grandkids.
He his own family reunion,
and that's I hear what the fellas is talking about because we do have the capability. The double standards do exist, but. Like that's insensitive for me. Like I got an 11-year-old. I'm 51. I got an 11-year-old, and y'all don't know how I watch my diet and watch how I move because, like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be around for this girl realistically.
Right.
So, like, to have 120-something people, like Teddy said, there's a lot of neglect going on, and that's what I kind of see. I know money can take care of a lot, but like you just popping babies out knowing you ain't gonna attend to them. They may know their father, but do they know their father?
But what about
family? I know my father's name, but I don't know shit about him. I can't tell the doctor none of my medical history from his side. I don't know my grandparents, but I know them. Like I don't know if that's something to hang your hat on just because you know your father. And 120-something grandkids just is terrible because they are not getting the quality of grandparent that they deserve. And I think because it was a talking point back in our day. You see how he kind of wears it on his chest like it's a Friday at a dinner party. 127, 67, and 120 and 160 boys. Like, okay, and if we go any further, what kind of answers do we get? So what you doing for them? So how much do the medical insurance cost for 127 grandkids? So what does Saturday morning look like? And how much does it cost for Hershey Park for all of y'all? He ain't gonna be able to answer none of that shit.
But wait, let me say this though. If he has 60, I want y'all to think of it in this realm. Because I feel like I'm probably the only person that's probably in that space. That I'm not in their space.
Real
but I'm
quick,
in that
bro. You gotta remember you have 5.
No,
this
so
man is
I still understand. But I still understand the mentality. You know, it's kind of like
how
if
you
you ever
understand, Carlo, I'm sorry to cut you off, brother, and I'm gonna let you cook. But you just said you got 2 kids that grew up in the same house, one a boy and one a girl. One got money, one don't, and you do not get how that shit happened. How 2 kids that come from the same house.
Actually, I did understand. I said my son is kicking out for it, and my daughter's not.
Okay, yeah, you did. You absolutely did. But do you see the difference in dynamics in just 2 kids in the same house, and he got like 60 in different houses?
Yeah,
that's
and
the
that's
point.
60 different
But
personalities.
Hold on. I gotta say this.
Go ahead, brother.
I'm muting.
So the thing is this. Right now, my oldest is 27. I got a son that's 24. I got a daughter that's 22. I got a son that's 20. And I got a son that's 11, just like you. And we both 51. I'm 51 for the next couple of weeks. And we both got 11-year-olds. All right. So my youngest is 11. I got a almost 7-year-old grandson. At the end of the day, though, for that man to have 60-something kids, that means his children gotta be 20, gotta be, single digits, double digits, preteens, teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. What about family? Huh? Come on, somebody, because even grandpa, hold up, this is what I'm saying. The patriarch of any family, when you're talking about, do you people know? Of course he's accessible for when I'm pretty sure that man, because we didn't get into if he was a deadbeat or not, or if he handled all of that or handled half of that. We just heard him say a number, and that was just so we immediately thinking that he was a scrub. When we don't know, because clearly he said it with pride, and I can tell the confidence in that man. He might not have been there for every single one, but he was there for a lot of them motherfuckers. I can see it in his face when he said it. I can see it because I relate to it. Even if I do have 5, I still can relate to that shit.
Yeah.
And I know, and I wish the motherfucker would say something about my and people have said something about my situation. Yeah. And it's like ask their mama. Ask their mother.
You know what's crazy is honestly, I get exactly what you're saying.
You understand what I'm saying?
The thing is, yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. I think the thing is, and the one thing that I'm looking at from this perspective, like we don't know if he's a deadbeat. We don't know the kind of time that he can possibly spend with 60 kids or 70 or however many kids he got. I think the thing is, you yourself can admit that even having 5, splitting yourself 5 ways when they were younger, and even with the 11-year-old, it's easier with the 11-year-old now because everybody else is grown. But when they were all coming up at the same time, them 4 kids splitting yourself 4 ways was a bitch. It was beautiful, it's a bitch, because you handling 4 different personalities. So now we're talking about 60 different personalities. And here's the thing: think about the ones that have your personality, the parts of your personality that you don't like. The ones that act like an ass when you know you being an ass. So think about, you may have 30 of them motherfuckers that act like that. So then you got 10 of them that act just like their mama, and you got 10 more. So that's just a whole bunch of shit to navigate. And so now,
and the thing is also too, like you can just tell with Buddy with the 60 kids, right? It was some negligence going on. It's impossible not to. You know why? Because at that rate, is having, yes, it is. And I'll explain to you how, bro. Yes, it is, right? Because, first of all, unless the nigga tell me he got like JC money or Dr. Dre money, then we go, right? The money part is going to be a struggle right there for all those kids. No, but the most important thing is the time, right? I'm going to assume that he popping at least 4 or 5 kids per year, right? Which means you graduate high school at 17. When it comes to graduation time, he has to pick one graduation to go to. He cannot go to all of them, right?
Okay, so
hold on one second. Go ahead. Let's say he got a lot of boys. You know, we like to play sport, basketball, football. Let's say football, right? Notoriously in high school, football night is Friday night. It's impossible to remind you, his kids is spread all over the place. It's impossible for him to go to his baby's football game. He can only pick one.
So I'm gonna say this: you said how many kids you got, bro? You said 2.
2.
The same woman?
2.
All right.
Yes.
So have you how old are your children?
Oldest is 9.
All right.
I got babies. I got kids.
You haven't got to the point of the sports shit yet, right?
They get them sport. I mean, my oldest, she is a girl, so she's sport. I got all kind of shit: tennis, golf, track, soccer. But it's too little, so don't count.
So a lot of times, what I'm saying is, with having different children, you don't know yet. You don't know what you don't know. You don't know that like a lot of these kids play on a similar field. If they're in the same general area, a lot of times, and I'm saying like the younger soccer or the younger football will go this particular time, and then after that, you actually can stay. Because the other kids is going like a little bit later on and shit. You know what I'm saying? You can actually be on the same field and actually watch all the kids' games. Do you know that?
No, you're right, bro. But listen, he got a lot of kids, but multiple women. The chances of they living in the same city is near impossible, bro. One kid probably hold on, hear me out so you can understand. One kid probably at Jefferson High School, the other one going to be at Washington High School, the other one going to be at Booker T High School. That's 3 high school. That's the easiest scenario. People move all the time. People move, bro.
And what's crazy about it, Carlo, is the more successful the kids get, the more torn it happens. Because what happened when they go to college? They are good in Pop Warner and they go to college. So now one is in Tulane, one is in St. John's, and one is in the University of California. Right. Like that's all Poppy is saying, is that you kind of spreading yourself thin, and it's going to be hard to be in all of these places at one time and give the kids the necessary, patriarchy that they need.
And we just talk about just the sport part, right? So now let's say it's a pretty safe assumption that out of all those boys, 10 of them got a division, 7 of them got a Division 1 scholarship playing football, bro. It's only one day to play football in college, which is Saturday. I love that day. Trust me, not all of them going to get a scholarship for the same goddamn college. One of them going to be Alabama, the other one to be in Florida, the other one going to be Mississippi State. He can pick one. That's what I'm saying. He always going to be forced to pick one.
I'm gonna say this, Poppy. I think the reason I took the entrepreneurial route in life, and I think my children, because I had multiple children by multiple women, and I had to get at it. So even when I actually had some of my stores, I had a 3,000 square foot store here in Baltimore. I had 20 girls, 20 employees at the one store, and I had 5 guys at my t-shirt stand. I actually had about 25 employees and about 4 managers, right? You dig? So let me say this. The crazy thing about that is my early learnings of how to deal with multi-manage my children and my baby mamas actually helped me be able to operate a company. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you've actually ever had to actually, and when you talk about the money side, I definitely paid. I had ADP at one point and paychecks, and I had several different accounts, checking companies, and I paid several different people $600 a week. Some got 700, some got 800. You know what I'm saying? And I actually ran that. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're dealing with, we talk about me, right? I'm saying like it can be done. It's in the same realm how I dealt with having my businesses and having paid multiple people out of my paycheck, out of my bank account to pay all these people. I can still deal with
that's not the problem, boss.
Listen, hold up.
I'm still available. Real quick, bro. You love your kids. So these are people you don't give a fuck about their paycheck. We're talking about people that teach you how to multi-manage with people. But we're talking about your kids. Like you
brother,
you going to make sure you're going to do what you need to. But when you got 60 of them, it doesn't mean he don't love his kids. He just can't do it. It's impossible.
Maybe I might be the exception. Maybe because I feel like
you could be. You
definitely could be. But Kylo, you were getting ready to tell us about how you would go into your personal account to make sure payroll was covered. Was that what you were getting ready to tell us?
No, I'm saying my name was on the and I had a separate account from my business accounts. But I'm just saying they both entitled my name. So I'm saying, when I say my money, I mean ultimately it's still all my money. But I'm saying like it's not my money; it's the business money. But I'm saying I'm paying them. We're all working together, and I guess that's kind of like what I'm saying. This shit can happen when you work together. And Ted, I understand what you're saying, but I did not not give a fuck about them people. Like everybody that's ever worked for me, we gotta. Even though those businesses disband, I'm online now. But I'm saying,
so if it was a choice between your family and them, you had to kind of think about it because that's how much you care. If it was a choice,
it never was a choice. The money
y'all made come first always.
That's his point.
$667,000 in 2007 to 2008.
Kylo, I don't. Kylo, we don't care about the money.
Name dropping.
We're talking about a point. No, but here's the point that we trying to make, Kylo. Here's the thing.
Bro.
No, stay with me, bro. Because all right, so when it comes to the business and you having to kind of maneuver things and make sure that things work in a certain fashion, we do the same things with our kids, but we can't afford to fold the business. We can't afford for the business to go under, for us to be in the black every month, and we got to kind of maneuver around to make sure that we kind of come out right when it comes times to balance in the books. Like, this is our kids we talking about. And that's kind of the difference in where I'm hearing you say, I'm making things happen and I'm moving around a lot of stuff and I'm in control of a lot of people. It is true when it comes to our kids, but the room for error is not as big. And with, all of those children, the room for error becomes a lot bigger. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
The room for error becomes a lot bigger.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be error. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would honestly say, bro, the thing is, I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying per se. What I'm more so saying is your situation that you have with the different baby moms and the children, the different and 5 kids. Your situation, even though I've never been in that situation, I got 3 of them. But your situation is so much more manageable than this man
Right.
with all these other kids. Because of and the reason that I'm saying that is because we don't know if these are stair-step babies. So they could all be the same damn age. They could all be, he could have gotten all of these women pregnant at the same damn time. So
That's what
think
he's
about
saying.
the
He
fact
was
that
having
all
like
of
5
these
kids
women,
per year.
you got about 61-year-olds. There's no way in hell you can spend all that time with 61-year-olds.
But you don't have to. Y'all listen. We're talking
Yeah.
about family. I want y'all to keep when it's family. There is an oldest son. There is an oldest daughter, and a lot of the principles come. A lot of the principles that some of my younger kids got, they got from me, but they got from my oldest daughter. Is what I'm keep trying to say. Like, even I multiplied, I duplicated myself. You understand what I'm saying? I duplicated myself. I duplicated myself in business. I duplicated myself in life. This man that got all these children, no matter what, they could be all 61-year-olds. And I guarantee you, just like any frat or any sorority out here, those brothers and sisters aided each other because they got the same last name. And they ain't always about, let's put him as the president. Anybody that's in a certain particular type of hierarchy position don't always have the means to always have one-on-one conversations, even in family. Just hear what I'm saying. Even back in the day when our grandfathers had these, all of our families had the 8 and the 10 and the 15 children, whatever. Those men wasn't accessible either. They was, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know about Bethlehem still in Baltimore. My grandfather was definitely on his grind. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I had all my uncles, goddammit, that came underneath his tutelage, that I actually got to know him through them. Through, you know what I'm saying? And so when I got in his presence, I addressed him and loved him as such. And I got whatever. I knew how to ask the questions. Grandpa, where was you at when Martin Luther King got shot? And the nigga told me, oh, what did you feel about, and this is real shit though. What did you feel about the white fountain and the black fountain? My grandfather told me I ain't want to drink from this shit no way. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck he told me. So I'm just saying, like,
Can I say something, please? Okay, so here is where I'm listening to all of you, and Kyle, this is where I feel like you're kind of flawed in what you're thinking. So when you're saying it's about family, right? So in this situation with this man, you have to understand that he has 68 girls, 40 boys with different women in different families, in different areas, in different communities. When you use the analogy of your family, your grandfather and your grandmother having multiple kids, this is a family within the household. This is a family within the same vicinity, in the same state or whatever. They are together. This man has kids, hundreds of kids in several households, several states, several cities.
I didn't know we got to that, where they was at. I didn't hear that part, but where everybody was at. I heard him say the number, but I never heard
different mothers. It's not the same. Not just one mama had 68 babies.
I'm just saying I didn't know that we established that they was in different states.
I think Ray, it's pretty safe to kind of assume that at some point somebody moved.
And you talking about 168 grandkids, and all you have to understand that these are if you have one baby mama here, one baby mama there, and you're not married to none of them, or you're not in a relationship, so you're not exactly in that home. So that means somebody else is also in partaking into your child because she's with somebody else, right? So your child is not receiving everything from you; they're receiving stuff from other people too. That's not even a part of your heritage. So you have to incorporate that as well. So that's where your talking point is kind of flawed.
Yeah, well, and like my grandma, my grandpa, they had 13 kids, right? My grandpa put 13 kids on my grandma's guts, right? Yes, that's a lot of fucking kids. However, them motherfuckers were in one house. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so it's like he just went to work, came home. He had no choice but to see all the motherfuckers in there, right? Sleeping on top of each other and all that shit, right?
Exactly.
When it comes, like, listen, man, I'm not here to police niggas dick or nothing like that. I mean, listen, y'all have all the kids y'all want to. What I'm saying is damn near impossible when you got that many kids and still be like a good daddy. It's impossible, bro. You still love them. Don't get it wrong, but it's not mathematically possible, bro. Somebody getting neglected over there. Somebody.
Copy. Have you ever heard of the Mormons? Have you ever heard of the Mormons?
Heard of them, yeah.
Yes,
Kyle,
they
I
live
tell
in
you,
Utah
you were
and a lot of them in Arizona.
See, this is the respect that I have for you, Kyle. You were a father. Homie was just fucking. That's the difference. You a father. He was just fucking. That's the difference. Because, yeah, he can be proud that he has all of them kids, but not one time has he said what I did. Not one time has he said, who are the other people around that would help with the situation? He's just happy that he did all that fucking and made all them kids. You were a father. You are still a father. You were doing your thing. He's just fucking.
It was a short clip. It was a short clip. We didn't really get into for him to say what he did or what he did. I don't even know why I'm defending this nigga. I think.
Yeah, I don't know. We're all trying to figure that out.
Like I'm saying because I'm probably the closest.
Figure that out.
Ted got 3, brother got 1, and you got 2, right?
Yeah.
I'm y'all together. So I guess what I'm saying is, like, I at least I understand a motherfucker like him in the sense of like having children.
I don't think you're dumb, bro. 60 is a crazy. 100 is a crazy number, bro. From fact, come on, bro.
I would never, ever have a fucking 100 children. But the crazy thing is, I wouldn't have fucking 50 children, nor 25, no fucking 12.5. But I'm saying, I really, maybe I need to look back at it and try to figure out why I feel like that's a beautiful thing. Like, I think at the end of the day, we all follow.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that those kids, all of them know each other, bro? Do you think all of them know each other, bro?
Do I think all of his children know each other?
Do you think all 100? You see, like 100 kids he got himself, right?
It's probably not. That's probably
now, right. Think about it.
Now, when you said, well, all right, I'm just saying when you say know each other, know of each other, or know each other like I can call my brother.
Like a real brother. Know each other like a real brother and sister, real relationship. This is 100 brothers and sister, my nigga. Hold on, so you can understand where I'm going. That shit is beautiful if you can get a fucking compound, you and your fucking 5 wives, how many wives it takes to make 100 kids, and you can control that whole area. Like this is my little city. You know, I would say that's a beautiful thing. That's hella, nigga. What?
We don't know. We don't know if
so you can understand
or not.
You can tell he didn't. You can tell he didn't, bro. That's. I mean, you're right. I don't know that for sure, but the chances is that being done that way are like, I'm willing to bet $1,000 he didn't have no damn compound. But look, bro, the thing is, this is where it gets crazy, right? It's a good chance they don't know each other, and it's a good percentage of those kids that just came later in life, like, oh, that's your daddy right there. You see what I'm saying? I just find him. Do you know what I can do, bro? Next thing you know, brothers and sisters and cousins fucking each other, especially they in the same little town. That's when it becomes crazy. Exactly.
That's true.
And that has happened a lot over in history, where this man is spreading himself out, and before you realize it, you know, you fell in love with your sister.
Yeah.
And now all the secrets got to come out. Because you know, we didn't know that, you know, Pops was fucking the block the whole day.
I almost did this shit in Baltimore. I almost busted one of my cousins.
Damn it, Lord.
There you go.
We wound up, we was about to go out, and I was definitely going to smash that night. And we had been talking.
There you go.
Hold up. This Baltimore, we're talking about 800,000 people in the city. Listen what I'm saying. She said her brother name. And like she was getting ready to go, she was getting changed, whatever. She was like, Trini, hand me my towel or something, whatever. And I was like, I said, what's your brother name? Right? And she was like, Trini. I said, that's his name, Trini. She was like, that's short for Trinidad. I said, wait a minute. I said, Trinidad. I said, and I thought about it. And I ain't gonna say no last names. But I thought about the last name. I said, hold the fuck up. But we was like 8 years apart. So it was kind of like, I said, Tasha. I'm going to just say that. She was like, what? I said, Tasha. She said, what? I said, Kyle. She said, yeah. I said, no. My parent ain't gonna put my mother. I said, such and such Kyle. She was like, wait a minute, what? She was like, wait a minute, she's Kyle? That shit was like nuts.
Wake up, bitch.
You see how you see how that happened in that big ass, you say Baltimore, right? 800,000, right? Imagine a little ass town where the population is like 20,000.
But what would it meant? What would it have meant if I'd have smashed my cousin? Like what would it meant? There would have been a
You would have had a waterhead baby. Name 7.
You are nasty.
Do you know you're a little whore?
God damn it, Kyle.
It would mean you a nasty nigga. That's what it meant.
If you know.
That's
Hey, go.
What's up,
How are you, darling?
What's up?
How you doing, Red? Hey, what's happening, fellas? How y'all doing?
What's up, bro? What's
Good,
up,
good, man.
Hopefully you can hear me well. I'm in a bad area. But I wanted to say something on this topic to where I don't think everybody was listening to what Kyle was saying, as in having a big family. We got to remember that male parenting is not the same as female parenting. A lot of our stuff that we do is not verbal. A lot of it is visual. Like Kyle was saying about all the business he was having, all the working he was doing, you better believe his children were seeing that. They saw that role of what a dad does. The dad goes out and work, and you can support more than one house if you're working like that, because it's protection, financial. Those are things that do help in supporting the home. So if one dad, he's not in the house there, but he comes down around to see, or financially he helps, that is a form of the father parenting that does happen. So it's a difference of how fathers parent and how mothers parent. So we have to make sure we look at that and keep that within line, because a lot of things that we do as men when we raise our kids is not verbal. A lot of they watch us and it's very, very visual. That what we do, they see that. And that helps the girls pick the right man. That helps the boys become the right men. So we gotta throw that in there also. Even though homeboys with all of them kids, like that's a stretch. That's a stretch. Yeah, that's a very big stretch. But I have seen houses like that. My dad it's 9 of us. It's 9 of us. We know pops and everything, and it's a difference. The visual that you see does come into the father raising the kids and everything.
Right. And then
yeah, I mean,
it makes a lot of sense what you're saying, my brother. Like, believe it or not, that's why I was saying, like, I didn't disagree with what Kyle was saying, but on a dynamic, like when we had kids back in the day, well, not when we had kids, because I ain't got that damn old, but back in the day when they had kids, they were in the house with the kids. For the most part, they were in the house, even though they were going to work. You barely saw Pops, but you knew his presence. You felt his presence because of the fact that you weren't out sleeping in the street and eating, out of trash cans. So Pop's presence was right there. But at the same time, we talk about somebody with half of 300 children.
Right.
I think we really need to think about the number. It's half of 300. So that's a lot of fucking. And that ain't a lot of time spent. And see, here's the thing. I don't care how much working you do. Unless you own part of the Vegas Strip, you are not paying for goddamn kids. Somebody has, and even with the family dynamic, like Red Lipstick was saying earlier, there are now multiple different families, multiple different people, multiple different personalities that are getting involved in taking care of the kids. And not to mention, part of a father's job is to protect his kids. You can't protect 120, 130 something kids. You may have one of them weird ass uncles
sons,
with one of them kids. Huh?
You can with 60 sons, you can protect somebody.
That's the thing.
thing
That's what I'm
is,
saying. So
bro.
we don't know the age demographic and when they had the kids.
That's what
See,
I
we
was about
don't
to say.
know if he had
I'll
at
give you
least 40 of them early. So now you got the situation where one of their asses may have a weird uncle. We've seen that, or a weird
Yeah.
family member that you can't protect your kid
Yeah,
now
that's for certain.
because they're over there unprotected. You know what I'm saying? So there's a
give you that.
lot of different levels to it. You know what I mean? And that's one of the main problems. The main jobs of a father is to make sure his family's protected. It will be damn near impossible to protect that many kids, that many different households.
That you're absolutely right. You can definitely not be a protector directly over 100-something kids, you know. And I think, but we keep talking about men, but he laid down with women to produce all of these children, these hundreds of children. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
he got to take
like,
some responsibility.
And even with me, it's kind of like not too long ago, even with the 5 children and the 4 baby mamas, I definitely have had women still trying to procreate with me, even as like of late. So you know what I'm saying? It could act, and I don't even know if it could stop. Like I don't know. I mean, it could stop if I stopped it, but I'm saying like as long as somebody still sees somebody who's doing, I think that was the main. He could have been. We don't know. We don't even know had no information on this guy. He could have been some type of heir on some backcountry shit on a chicken farm or some shit. And
We got a lot of information. I think sis ready to move on. All right, sis. Yep, let's go. Let's go, sis.
It's probably
I'm sleepy.
Oh yeah. You know what? You did say you about to drop down. You did say you
Let me
about
go
to
ahead and get out your way and everything. Red, good seeing you. Thanks for having me up. Hey, fellas, y'all take it easy.
Yo, salute, man. Look and see if
Everybody, do your final thoughts on the show. I just want to have a little fun and have a little conversation. Let's get Michael, come on up and tell us your last thoughts on the show.
Well, I was driving, so I'm in a bad area, so I caught parts of it, just a lot of it, but it was parts and in spurts. But there is a double standard, and it should be a double standard in life because we men and women, we have different roles in society, we have different roles in life, and we have different roles when we together. So there are going to be contradictions. There are going to be different standards and double standards just because of that. Like one of the brothers said before that he can have get a female pregnant every week, which you can. A woman cannot do that. A woman cannot get pregnant every week. So that's something that could be a double standard because it come out to where we talk about the guy with all these kids and they looking at him like, oh, he got all these kids. But if you look at a woman that's like that with multiple kids, multiple baby daddies, that is not a good look.
Yeah.
So there are double standards. A lot of times there are to protect, sometimes there are not. So that's just something we got to live with just because it's male or female. So there's going to be double standards. Right. Our problem is now we're trying to mesh them all together and try to make them to where, oh, if you do this, I could do that. Or if this happened, that doesn't work.
That's not,
we're not equal. We're not equal. Women have roles that men can't do. They got roles that's good for us. Men got roles that women can't do. And when we come together and we do each of our roles, that's when societies grow. Civilizations get better when we know our roles and we stick to our roles and we help each other. So I think the topic was good about it coming with the double standards. That was perfect. And the only thing that I like to do is to make sure whenever it's that, we have the solution or the understanding of why it's like that. As long as we give the answer out of why it's like that, why is it good or why is it bad, I think it's good to have a conversation.
Mm-hmm. Right, thank you for coming up. First time up. Hope this won't be your last.
All right. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming up.
I see you around.
I think in this situation, yes, there's definitely a double standard, but I think a lot of times we have to look at the inequality in quality. And what I mean by that is a quality man is going to look different from a quality woman, yet the quality will actually match in the same way. Because of the fact of the matter is there's different qualities in a man that is going to look completely different from the qualities in the woman. But what happens when we come together, even though things look like they're mismatched, they're actually equal and the same because of the fact that the qualities match in that way. So you're going to look at things as a double standard because you can't do what the other person does. But if you just concentrate on your part, you'll understand that your quality is no different from the other person.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Kyle.
It was a good show. I actually appreciate coming up, and I think men and women roles. I call it the pink goop syndrome, because it's like if you have a the Neapolitan ice cream, if you put the chocolate and the vanilla and the strawberry, but once you start to mix it all up, I feel like that's kind of like what they were saying, like it's just a mixture. There's no defined lines. It's blurred lines like a motherfucker right now. I just think it's to the individual. It's definitely to the individual in this dating world, or just trying to like fast forward into the future. When we talk about men and women roles, it's so many blurred lines because I'm cooking now and you got women out working and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think respect is key. Anybody that's listening or whatever, anybody that's trying to find their partner or whatever, respect one way or the other. If it don't work out, it just don't work out. But no disrespect to the men or the women if you're dealing with somebody. And if you're married, keep the respect going, and if you're dating, always keep the respect. If it don't work out, it just don't work out. Because we don't have that much. We all probably have more time behind us than ahead of us, so just enjoy enjoy your time and be thankful that each one of us, we were talking about all these different children, our fathers could actually, has hundreds of thousands of sperm running through him at any given time. Every human being that's on this panel and every human being that's listening, we're actually blessed. I mean, extremely blessed to be one. You're one in a million, literally. That's why I never understood murder, because how could you look at somebody else that is like one in a million and kill them? You know what I mean? But let's just keep the love going. That's where I'm at.
Awesome, brother.
Another good show, sis. Another good show. Seat got hot. It gets hot for all of us, though. That's pretty much how it goes. It's how we handle it. Pressure either bust pipes or it makes a diamond. So be prepared. Be yourself. That's all I say. Be yourself. Love upon the people that love upon you. Check upon the people that check upon you, and be good to the people that be good to you.
Ooh, sorry.
I was too fast. I should have said a couple more.
You
Good to see you, Ted, man.
Good to see you.
I know.
Always good to see you, bro. Always good to see you, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Always good to see you, Carlo. Always good.
I ain't seen Ted.
Teddy, you got the battle going next week, right, Teddy?
Yes, sir. I got the battle going. I got some songs coming in. I actually is not going to be in the battle, but I did debut a different song on my podcast tonight. It's called "Why You Get Trumpy on Me."
Oh, I got to go listen me. Yes, indeed. I'm going to listen to that.
Is it from the same? Is it from the same beat of "Why you from"?
Kind of like it. Kind of like I was. That was the vein I was working. But yeah, next week we're gonna have the
Bub.
Big Bub. Yeah. Today.
The
group today.
Yes, indeed. That one.
When is the
next Wednesday 8:15, we're gonna have the AI versus battle. Everybody have your AI song ready at least by Monday. I've extended it till Monday, so everybody can get your songs in by Monday. Mr. He said, I already know you got something country brewing in the
I'm just gonna enjoy. I'm gonna enjoy this time. Like I said, I'm gonna be present and moderate if needed, but I'm just gonna let you guys duke it out this time.
Yeah, and just let everybody know I'm in the fight this time, so it ain't gonna be easy.
I will. That's
probably why. I will put the song I had. Did you hear the song that I did not too long ago? I got it.
You did another one?
Yeah.
You sent it to me?
Point of no return. Mm-hmm.
I think I did hear that one. Wait a minute, I think I did hear that one.
So I did another version though. I did another version to it though.
All right, if that's what you're putting up, put it on up and send it. Matter of fact, you can send it to me. I'll put the album cover on there. I'm gonna send it to Mr. He Said, and then we're gonna do the versus battle, and we're gonna see who's gonna be the winner. No, this time Rich and Jay are doing a duet song together. So
that's cool.
That should be interesting.
So
we're gonna
should be fun.
It's gonna be fun. Thank you.
Let's go through these super chats and stuff real quick. Shout out to brother for gifting 1 membership. Thank you.
Let's go.
Shout out to 1,000 watts. I always want to say call them 100 watts. 1,000 watts. Gifted 1 membership. Thank you. And the Steelmatic Network channel. Just showing some love and helping getting the goal reach $5. The Portugal Menace came through with the 5 gifted memberships.
Salute, fatty.
Yes, sir.
And our brother came in with another membership. And brother, you gifted yourself a membership. Mm-hmm.
Lord Jesus. Told on myself.
The 18th ladder came in with the $4.99 super sticker. Thank you, 18th ladder.
That's crazy.
And Mr. Love said, it seems like the time we're in now, the only time society has semi-negative look on a man with kids are multiple women. Mm-hmm. Then he came back with another $5 and says, we have to remember male parenting isn't the same as female parenting, especially time-wise with the children.
I like that take.
Yeah, he came up again. Yeah.
I like
Then
that.
Mr. Love came in again and said, thanks for having me up, Red. Nice to meet you, fellas. Sorry for
salute.
Yo, come back up again, man.
Definitely.
Thank you. And I gotta play my friend.
Getting to the money. Everybody mad. I got all this money on my motherfucking mind. Diamonds on my dial. I can't even see the time. All I know is blood, Crips, Pyro. Everybody mad.
When he hit that Pyro, baby, I'm like, yeah, well, thank you guys for tuning in. This has been the first. I haven't done a show in a while. So this has been the first show I did. I'm still on hiatus. I may do a show, I may not do a show. You may see me, you may not see me. That's just the way I'm feeling right now. You might see me, may not. I don't know. Something comes to my mind, I might do it, and some, Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all don't need us. Y'all got it.
That's a fact.
I'm gonna give one shout out.
Good. What's your
shout out, Carlo?
To Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Rest in peace, Theo.
Peace.
That broke my heart in a million pieces because and this sounds so cliche, but we all did really grow up with that man.
Yes,
you know
we did.
What I'm saying? We did, and that family, the Cosbys, despite whatever happened with Bill later on, but Felicia Rashad, and I still love Bill, you know what I'm saying, and I love what Felicia Rashad is like the queen of elegance.
Talk about it.
You understand what I'm saying? And that show was great in the 80s. Come on, goddamn it, somebody.
Yes,
for black people to look at, you know what I'm saying? And Theo was the only son. He was the only black male outside of Cliff that's represented, you know what I'm saying? And I love all the positive with Russell, the grandfather, you know what I mean? And it's something that life, it actually, we've all lost somebody, bothers me when people have sat and shared dreams with you. I didn't never meet him, but when we have people that we know we share dreams with, and then they wind up going beyond, it's kind of like, it kind of does something to your soul.
Yep, going too soon.
You know what I mean? He's definitely gone way too soon, too energetic, way too many more things to do. But God doesn't make no mistakes. I
And it looks
appreciate.
different when they're in your age bracket.
Yes,
It's
sir.
a different feel when they're in your
Or-
age bracket because it's like, wow, this is real. This is real. So, like you said, brother, shout out to Malcolm
Yes,
Jamal Warner.
indeed. Dope shout out, Carlo. Dope shout out.
Shout out to the family. Yeah, absolutely.
Even Ozzy Osbourne, real quick. We
You
all
got your
know.
eyes. No,
Carlo,
man, I love Brian, man. That's
sister's
dope.
tired, Carlo. Rest in peace, Ozzy. We miss you. We biting no heads off the pitch up there.
Okay, we're not getting tetanus shots and stuff.
Yeah, no more that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? But way before we had the Rap City and all that, we all know as blacks growing up in the 80s and shit, we had the white, you know what I mean, the 99 Rep balloons and shit, and the fucking aha take on me.
Carlo, don't get this flag.
Even 99 Red Balloons, Prince wrote that, so it's still black.
You already know.
What is y'all
black hands? On the black hand side.
She on.
6, 7. Hey, are you pressed? Are you mad? Are you upset? Are you sad? Give me a big, let me give you a hug. Cause you act like nobody shows you love. Get out your feelings, ho. Get out your feelings, ho. You stay complaining, you stay crying, you stay whining, ho. What you need? A pat on the back bit? Or do you need some candy in a pat bit? Cause you always in your goddamn feelings. And that shit be straight up killing me.
She had the flow going. Get him low.
What the Millie Rock in this bitch?
She had the flow going.
I'm Millie Rock on every rock.
Can I play this real quick? Can I just show y'all?
Oh shit! God damn it! Here we go.
You still saw something?
You seen more shit.
If your ocean between your legs, if your ocean, if your universe, if your sea isn't fresh, one of the quickest ways to clean it out is to go dip your funky ass in the waters of Iyalo de Yemoja.
What is that smell?
I don't smell anything.
Is your heated seat on?
Yeah? It's on.
Get out!
Why?
Get out!
Why?
You stink!
He's a 10, but he has poor hygiene. Zero, damn.
Zero.
Straight to it.
Damn. Zero. Why do you keep turning my seat warmer off? Why do you keep turning it on? That's a seat warmer. It warms the seat. Okay. Okay, well, you should not put a seat warmer on. But what we're not going to do is fry fish up in this motherfucker.
You got you are so cookie.
What?
You got you are that cookie right there.
Girl! Yeah, I'm going to wash my cookie. Relax. I always wash my cookies.
Later, you don't wash your cookie.
Don't do that.
Look at your cookie right there.
Get out. Get out.
Your cookie.
Get out.
Your cookie.
There's an odor problem, and I don't know how to bring it up.
So his penis stinks?
Yes.
He might have an STD. There's something going on here.
No.
He doesn't clean himself?
Oh, God. I would hope so, but
wait, what part is what part? What part?
What did she say?
It's the foreskin. The foreskin.
Oh, so is he circumcised?
He's not cleaning under the carpet.
Okay, so he has schmegma.
He has schmegma, and I don't know how to tell him.
You're gonna go, hey, your schmegma stinks.
I mean,
hey, what is that? Velvet?
if you
Man, only a real street nigga underwear gonna look like this. Only a real street nigga underwear gonna look like this. Real corner boy. Real block boy. You heard me? Stop playing. Like, you ain't on the corner. You ain't got a couple of shit streaks, blood, sweat, and tears in your drawers. You ain't no real street nigga. You ain't really living like that. You not really out there making this bang. Like, stop playing.
This was the last set in my color.
Stop making me laugh.
Oh, you don't need to laugh. There's much shit coming up out of you. Ain't shit funny.
Put him in her washer. Just put him in the washer.
I promise you put them bitches in my washer and feed my ass in here. What the fuck is going on with your stomach?
I ate something that won't come.
You know what? Ever since you gave the motherfucking kids back to the Lord, now your motherfucking guts is falling out. I told you don't do that shit.
All them niggas need soap. All them niggas need
Y'all
soap.
demons, man. That shit is y'all demons.
Hey, Reg, you're not gonna know this song. I hope brother and Ted know this song.
Uh-oh. I hope I don't.
Soap and water, the toothbrush and the comb.
Jesus.
You should learn to use them, or boy, you'll stand alone.
Is that Fat Albert, bro? Is
Yes,
that Fat Albert, bro?
Man, goddamn.
They nasty. They too young to be that
Ted
nasty.
knew what the fuck it was. Ted
Yo.
understood the assignment. Yo, they been talking about this shit. Why is it so hard?
See, as you can see, I'm surrounded by cleanliness and soap, so I don't talk that language they were just speaking. It's just
So I got a question for my former street niggas.
God damn it.
No.
If you why you say no right away?
We ain't even got to finish the discussion.
You ain't got to go no further.
You said y'all gotta have the poopy stains. You know
See, we come from a different hood. We come from a hood where fly was necessary. We would fly, and we was from Gucci from when Biggie said Gucci from the top to the bottom. We meant that shit. It wasn't a joke. It was real shit. And we damn sure ain't have real shit in our drawers. Ain't no street niggas drawers looking like that. That's a stick up kid. That's a stick up kid. Yeah. See, that's a stick up nigga. That is not a street. Yeah.
Okay.
That ain't no hustler.
Okay.
I'm not. Yeah, that was deplorable. Again, we get these lessons from the hood. You know, you get hit by a car, you want to have on clean underwear in case you go to the hospital, so on and so forth. Like, these are lessons. So yeah. So socks, underwear, just it's a different world, and that's not something we hang our hat on. Again, we kind of like nice clothes and nice people, and to go to nice places, and this is why. Like, we don't really want to take our gun to places that I got to take my gun. You know what? I'm going to pass. Like, it's not a place I want to be. And it's just that right there. Like, some things are just dirty. And if you're literally dirty, like, I can imagine your thoughts. I can imagine your spirituality. I can imagine the way you move. I can imagine the way you treat people. Like, you're physically dirty. So that's just another level.
But
it's like, for me, it's a thing for me. It's a thing for me. Like, if I ever see a woman with dirty feet, I think the rest of her is dirty, because the first thing that hits the water is your feet, and if them bitches are dirty, nothing's clean. Nothing's clean.
They take whole baths.
Okay.
What they take?
A whole bath.
Okay, like a bird bath, right? But for holes. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
So their feet don't touch water.
Yeah. Wet wipes they use. Baby towelettes.
You wipe and shit.
And witch hazel. They got this new thing now. You wipe with witch hazel. Let's get rid of it.
What
Think
is
about Pedialyte, and then they off to your house.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Listen, I come from the days of dushing. Dush. God damn it. Salt and vinegar. Put the vinegar.
As soon as the show over, he do like this. Well, I'm ready to go.
Hello. Why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a low tolerance, cause they don't even know what the problem is. It's me. You waiting on the boy to fail, then hold your breath and face your death. Cause you play a roulette with each step I progress, no less. Go ahead and place your bets. Cause we know what we at, we know we top tier. Cause all the hate that you bring, we know it stops here. I'm taking off like a rocketeer and stopping here. It's strange how they cannot see the future, but see profit here. With a we gon' always win. Promise that that's not a promise, yeah, that is a threat. You know that I promise to bring the team commas. When the whole team win, that's when you flex. Win, and I'ma do it again. Watch me win, then watch me do it again. Tell 'em I can't take no loss. My team hold no L's, no. Aiming for the top, can't make it by myself. I ain't taking no loss. I ain't taking no loss. Look, I'ma always win. I ain't taking no loss. Look, I'ma always win. We already know that we the coldest. Watch me heat it up, let me focus. I'm going toe to toe with foes. I know they notice. I kick in doors, they only hope for closing. Why? Cause they know I go again. And when they get it right, I'm the one that can make it flow again. Talk to me nice, my team they ready to go again. Running into us, we're glad we send you home again. Yo, we don't talk. Better know the grind gon' match my my walk. I'm a cheat code, I don't take no loss. Making no sense, run up the scope. Cause all I do is win. And I'ma do it again. Watch me win, then watch me do it again. Tell 'em I can't take no loss. My team hold no L's, no. Aiming for the top, can't make it by myself. I ain't taking no loss. I ain't taking no loss. Look, come on.